Hello, everyone. I just realized that you can still hear the jungle sounds from making waves. So give me a minute. Here we are. Some more appropriate music. Hi, everybody. The last time I streamed was on the 29th. It's been a while. I think the last time I streamed was It was the stream right after I did my 51 hours no sleep stream. Thank you again for everybody who came out and made that such a success. Your boy is still very fucking EP, though. It's been a year since I streamed last. That's correct. That means it's been a year since you all subscribed last. Just saying. Me and Egg and Destiny is something else. Oh yeah, you came to that, Luminous? Yeah, you watched Egg play Destiny with me. What you guys don't understand about Egg is that he's weirdly cracked at all shooters. Rogan, you probably don't know this about him. He's like wickedly good at Halo SWAT mode.
Color me surprised.
He's really good. It's the version of Halo where you don't have any shields and headshots are like the only thing that really matters.
I would like to thank all the viewers for supporting our DM's horrible sleep schedule.
He was a completely different person in that game. That's right, Luminous. He was. What you need to understand is that when you came with Egg, he plays TTRPGs so different from how he actually is, which is probably the only reason I still let him in my TTRPG games. But enough about Egg. He's not here tonight, and not in chat either, as far as I know. Today, we are using the new microphone that Warlock gifted me. Thank you, Warlock, so much. It was very lovely.
No problem at all.
So I hope my voice is coming in a lot louder, a lot clearer, and doesn't have any of the normal tech issues that I have. It's quite a nice microphone. I do need to set it up with a proper mic arm and stuff like that. We're also using a brand new keyboard. So if you can hear any of my clicky clackies and tippy tappies, please let me know. It is a very nice keyboard. Like the last keyboard I had, the wrist rest was just plastic and it was uncomfortable. This is soft. My wrists feel so well done. The last thing I want to talk about before we start is
ASMR stream.
Basically, yeah. If I get a better mic. The last thing I wanted to talk about, my cough is back. I had to cancel yesterday because I was coughing up blood. That's not a good thing, but I'm pretty sure it's nothing to be super worried about. So we should be fine tonight, but you might hear me just kind of suffering, breathing a little bit. I have a doctor's appointment coming up to check on my deviated septum. It's why I haven't been streaming lately. Hello, Saf, my most beloved of mods. I haven't been feeling the greatest, just basically breathing-wise lately. So you might hear me sniffling a little bit more. You might hear me hawking up a lung. But I am okay. Like I said, there's a doctor's appointment upcoming. Last thing I want to talk about, for those of you who support me to a ridiculous extent, Prepper Jack, other people who throw lots of bits at me. I do have a NVIDIA card, I think. That's kind of cool. I might have to do that then. Luminous, if you want to send me a guide to it. For those of you who support me pretty heavily via bits, we now have bit badges. I didn't have time or the money to hire an artist directly to do unique ones, so they are some that I nabbed off of Etsy, but they're pretty cool swords. So if you've done a significant amount of bits to this channel, or any amount of bits over 100...
Damn! That's one nice cock.
Thank you so much, Cheeky, for joining the dance. Thank you. And I hope that you have an excellent cock. It's been a long time since we've hung out, Cheeky.
Excellent. What?
You heard the man.
You here when I did that update, right? Like, it compliments people on their junk now, my channel, when people subscribe and stuff like that. But yes, if you've done 100 bits or more, you should see that there are new badge options in my channel for you to showcase with. All the way from the little wooden sword that I call Valentin's Blade. Had to roast him a little bit while he's not here. All the way up to the Prepper Sword, which is this big flaming blue thing that only Prepper Jack has right now, and I checked because he's done 75,000 bits on this channel. which is $750, I believe. And that's a lot. So he gets a special little badge thing that I finally got around to making for him. All right. We're not here to talk about that. We're here to play Pathfinder. And
I'll send you an artist link after for the bit badges.
We're here to play
That'd
Finder.
be great. I just can't afford it right now. I just bought bit badges. Last time on the Pathfinder Marathon game, Warlock, why don't you pick who gets to do the recap, because you got me this lovely microphone. Whoever does it gets a hero point.
Walker, I loved your recap last time, so I'm voting you.
Oh, fuck. I don't remember. That was like a year ago.
Hey-o! That's what we call comedy in the VTubersphere, if you didn't know.
In the business, we call this Prime.
And that's jazz.
And that's jazz! I fucking love ALI. I just hate that song is impossible to find now because of the controversy.
I mean, I remember we finally found the gremlin or goblin we were looking for. But that's all I remember.
Give you a hint. Shivshank and Melee are dying to plants.
Oh my god, they didn't set it on fire!
Oh
no!
No, because someone initiated combat before I could get there.
I did not initiate combat, okay? I told you all just set a fire.
Hey,
Okay.
These things are deadly. You shouldn't come near them. Goes near them. I don't understand how I could have prevented this.
That's what I'm saying.
Nothing can be done about it, says DM in game where this always happens. But I think we were going to go help a druid, right? And we accidentally set off these angry bushes that we tried to destroy. They're not rooted into the ground, as I learned. So, I'm just drawing a total blank right now.
I remember.
Good, tag in!
All right, this is tagged. So, after bringing Hallett, after clearing our goblin friend's name and bringing Hallen to post-mortem justice, we went to go investigate deeper into the forest, and on our travels to discover mostly where Hallett was getting the loot from the mysterious contributor. We ran across a ranger, and the ranger in question told us about the plague that's been manifesting in the forest and how she is trying to aid and cure what is going on, but requires our help, and even offered to teach us ranger stuff in as equivalents and payment, because she does not have any things to give us. On our travels, when she has departed from us to go scout out the area, like rangers do, we stumbled upon 3 plants and a dead, decaying wolf, which we stumbled into and initiated combat, and now 2 of us are on the ground. That summarizes about it.
Actually, a very good recap. Go ahead and earn that hero point.
Base.
That is correct, as now you're going to hear the music change to combat. Top of initiative, I believe that Small Bush 3 had just had its turn and knocked down Melia. Correct?
Yes.
Meaning Melia now is above initiative on it. Meaning it is now time for Small Bush number 1.
And now to look up how to bring up the combat map.
So you're gonna tap on your portrait in your character sheet, and you're click on the thing that kind of looks like a target, like a rectile.
Okie doke. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I never did it that way before, but it works.
So small bush number 1 is going to attack just about everybody again, because do remember that they are swinging all around them. So this one roll on Mandrews is going to decide the roll on everybody.
Ruh-roh.
What? That is a critical hit on Mandrews.
Ah! Oh, no. What?
And Mandrews is down. Mandrews, how many wounded conditions did you have?
I had they were all reset because we had that critical heal on Christmas.
Wow, that's really good. You did have that critical heal, so you're not immediately destroyed. You're just down and bleeding out.
Oh, yeah. So wounded one?
You were playing Ivor. I'm guessing a 27 hits him. Is that a crit?
Yeah, that is a crit right on the nose.
Unfortunate, then. Ivor's down as well. Teddy, you watch as everybody drops, but as a note, I do need to check something real quick. The bush also crits its friends.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It does deal this allies, killing one of the bushes immediately.
Oh, it doesn't get experience points.
You still get those XP.
No, I meant the bush.
It does another D8, right, in Pathfinder? That's how it works? Let me just see how
Yes,
to
I believe
calculate
so.
that crit. Let's see. 4. And it doubled the damage. So in that case, it should have been 14 damage to the other bush. Am I right on that? Can someone clarify it for me real quick?
What's this? The KFC Double Down is returning? Are we getting a Double Down?
That is
Well, actually,
that is how crits in Pathfinder work, right? It doubles the dice, and then it also doubles the additive.
I believe so, yes.
I believe so, if it's
yeah.
a deadly weapon. Because deadly and fatal are different.
Honestly, let me check that real quick.
One doesn't suck as much as the other, but both suck incredibly hard.
Just like me, for real, for real.
Ayo.
Ayo. Content.
You should see me with those Mexican blue gummy sharks, man.
I'm gonna say that that's how it works, because it doesn't specify if it's deadly or not. So it should be a total of 14 damage dealt to that. Okay.
Man, I love gas station candy.
Mandrews, you don't need to worry about that yet. Your turn is now here on the tracker.
Hmm?
Ivor was taken out by the same thing, so his is there. Meaning, Teddy, you're up.
That's hot.
You're the only one up right now, actually.
Nope,
Bush swings around willy-nilly. It doesn't seem too focused on hitting an ally or not, and immediately it begins sinking its tendrils into your downed party members, thirsting for their blood.
No. You,
You
die. No, you die.
That do, in fact, take the fire damage. Well, you rolled to hit it twice. You definitely hit it on that first one. You can just roll the damage now.
I misclicked.
That's fine. It happens to the best of us. That's another bush dead as it ignites.
In the words of my favorite Skeksis, you die! Calvin, you die! And, Alright, that's my turn. Bring it on!
Plants are so mean, the Zen of Gaming. They
Okay,
are
so,
cruel and unusual.
On my last action, I'm gonna draw my Gisarm.
Nice. Your Guisarm is drawn. One more thing I forgot to mention, too. I am extending our Subathon Donathon into this month, and we are 10 subs away from me getting some tits.
Tits.
Twitch
Some
integrated
what?
throwing system, where you guys can throw stuff at me in chat. Teddy, I need you
Yeah,
to turn
buddy.
on the combat tracker when you're able.
Yep. And all right, it's time to duel.
Shivshank.
All right. Well, I think I'm gonna use that.
You don't
trick
have
you
to
just-
yet.
Oh, I don't have to.
Hold on. The way it's worded is that it happens when you advance your dying condition. So you can roll
You
to
are currently
stabilize as
unconscious.
normal first.
Right. Which would happen at the end of the turn. Right.
Yeah, so you get to roll to stabilize as normal first, and then if you succeed, you don't need the hero point. Pretty sure
I'd say
you
that's
stabilize.
success.
Yeah.
All right.
Would you like to save that hero point?
Yeah, I might as well.
You had a bleed effect on. I have changed this encounter slightly to compensate for the fact that we are missing a few people. So the bleed effects that were persisting last session, I have removed. You do not need to worry about it this session, okay?
That's lovely.
I think it's a little bit
Okay.
more fair with how mean these plants are, and that is, they are so mean, the Zen of games.
So I have what? 1 hit point? Is that
No, you're stabilized at 0. You're unconscious.
0? Okay, got it.
But
That's
you
typical
don't
for
progress your
Pathfinder.
wounded. You don't progress your wounded condition, meaning that it doesn't count to how many times you can go down before. Oh, I know. Yeah, it does, because you didn't spend the hero point. You just didn't die.
I just stabilized. Yeah.
Yeah. So I believe you have wounded 1 now.
That sounds right.
First
Typical
time you've been down
Pathfinder.
since the last time that you were patched up, right?
Bleed. Useless for players, great
yeah.
for enemies.
Basically. All right. In that case, you're all good. You can wrap up your turn.
Alrighty.
Melia. Same
Same
deal. Let's see if you stabilize or not, and then if you don't, you can spend that hero point that you've got.
Which one? Wait, click. Wait a minute.
Just roll me a d20.
Oh, okay. Well then.
You do not stabilize, so you will progress to dying 2 or 3, wherever you were at last time, unless you spend a hero point.
Oh.
Alright, you have to spend all of your hero points to do this, so drain your entire, tracker, whatever you've got. You are stabilized, and your wounded condition does not progress.
Let's go.
Get it, roar.
Your turn, end your turn when you get the chance.
There we go.
The bush moves out this way. Towards you, Teddy.
Haha.
Now it can reach you. Ignore the attack rolled on Melia. Teddy, a 19 hits your AC.
Yes, it does.
The bush whacks you for 9 points of damage. It gets another attack. That should be a little bit lesser, but not as much as I think it should be, because it does have the Agile trait. What does Agile do again? You'll have to give me a moment.
I think it's reduced.
Multi-attack penalty, correct?
Yeah.
-4 instead of -5, meaning that does a 13 hit your AC.
It does not.
The bush does not hit you the second time. Mandrews, roll to stabilize.
All right, D20, right?
Yes, sir. A failure. Do you spend all your hero points or not?
Nah.
Okay. Ivor. So you're now dying 2, Mandrews. Make sure to track that.
Dying too. Okay.
You are in charge of Ivor, don't forget, Shivshank.
Yeah. I'll just happen to my screen. All right. Let me see if
Hi,
I can stabilize.
Lily. Good to see you. Thank you so much for coming. We're currently doing a Subathon Donathon right now with a lot of really cool rewards. I think it's a 15 or higher to stabilize in this system, isn't it? Or is it a 10?
I thought it was a 10 plus whatever your dying condition was.
Let me double check that. I could have sworn it was 15 base, but you might be correct. Dying. Why won't you tell me the number here? Give me a minute. 10 plus your current dying value, so a 13 will clear it. That reduces the dying value by 1, so Ivor stabilizes and falls unconscious.
Alright, well, that's something.
Wounded 1. Teddy, it is you versus a bush. You are in melee with it.
It's in melee with me.
That is correct.
Alright, so I'm gonna spell strike.
Please
Produce
do.
flame.
Describe what this looks like.
So, as per usual for pole arms, Teddy stances up and then starts to swing, starts to twirl and spin his pole arm as a way to generate heat from his hands and concentrate into his blade. And then he's going to strike into it as the blade burns orange and red hot.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm gonna hero point that.
I would recommend not doing so.
God damn it.
Not significantly better, and remember to target the creature beforehand, so please drag and drop that 7 onto it. How many actions did that take?
2.
You got one more action, could always try swinging again. Let's get a -5 penalty.
-1 for me.
I'm actually very sorry. Do you only have a +4 to hit with your Guizarm?
Yeah.
Why?
Strength score. My strength is +1.
Ah! Alright, carry on.
Let's try this again. That hits!
Drag
Oh,
and
shit.
drop it onto the creature. It does hit! Now target it with a control left click, and then roll your damage.
Of course it does.
Not enough to kill it, it seems.
I can't hero point twice in the same turn, can I?
You can't hero point damage.
Yep. Alright, that's,
Ivor, you're napping. Melia, you're napping. Bush! The bush is gonna make some attacks on poor Teddy.
oh boy.
That's a critical hit!
That's probably gonna kill me. Yep.
And that puts Teddy down. Teddy, what do you react with as you swing your Guizarm, which sadly you're not actually that proficient with? And the bush strikes back. Set the scene for me a little bit here.
He's surprised that his initial thing, that the initial cut didn't really do much. And I'm guessing the thing tangles around him, holds him in place, and then just gets one nasty lash on him. Right across the neck or face.
One nasty nash. One nasty lash is sometimes all it takes as Teddy is driven to the ground. The last thing that you're seeing, Teddy, is the bush slowly kind of creeping towards you before an arrow comes flying out of nowhere and strikes its bush-like head, dropping the bush down on top of you. You fall unconscious.
Does this mean we finally get back up?
Who
Well,
knows?
this is embarrassing.
Ah, shit. I'm just lying here dying again.
Time passes. How much time, you're not certain. Shivshank, you were the first down in the fight, correct?
I think so, yeah.
As you begin coming to, it is much later in the day. Much later. You had started traveling here early in the morning, I believe 6 a.m. I'd said it took, I forget how many, but it was about 2 to 4 hours, so it should be around noon or still early in the morning, the last that you remember. When you come to and you see your other party members around you staggering to their feet, the sun is about to set. You've been unconscious here for hours. Roll me a perception, please, as you come back to consciousness with 1 HP. With mounting dread and a strange feeling in your stomach, like that of having eaten too much gluten, or just having a bad, kind of acidic day. As you're getting to your feet, you pick up amongst the refuse.
It's agita.
An empty vial.
Oh, sorry. What happened? I pick up a vial, you said?
An empty vial that was laying right beside you. With the 16 perception, you can see that there's vials scattered around all of your bodies, apart from Mandrew's. Instead, what appears to be the remains of a chisel.
Hey. How rude.
As all of you come to conscious with exactly 1 hit point, all of you feeling that same acid reflux.
Oh.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Just don't point it at me, man. Well, I'm clicking the wrong button. I'm trying to set my HP to 1.
Change your wounds.
There we go. Thank you. I've had this skin
All right,
for
well-
4,000 years. And they just fucked it up.
If Shivshank is the first to kind of come to, he would look around to make sure that there aren't any more vicious bushes that are going to ambush him from the darkness. And and assuming he doesn't see anything, he'll kind of go around to the others and start kind of shaking them and, hey, you all right over there, Chief? You okay? Feeling a little groggy. How you doing?
Your neck is itchy, Shivshank, but not the outside of it, the inside of it, as if you had this weird, scratchy, dry, and yet wet cough at the same time.
Yeah, got kind of a third thing going on here. I don't know what it is. Maybe use a little something. How you doing? He goes up to I was gonna say he goes up to Ivor, but I'm not gonna talk to myself. Role play. I'm gonna go up to Mandrews.
What?
Mandrews, you have the same sensation as described to Shivshank, though neither of you realize that they are mutual as of yet.
I feel like my energy's just stuck in my throat. Oh, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, why don't you cough in the other direction there, buddy?
I don't even have a mouth.
Well, whatever you got going on there, you bucket of bolts, it doesn't sound too good. May want to do it in the other direction.
Melly and Teddy, you are both awake as well at 1 HP if you want to interact. It has been hours, and you feel all the same sensations I've described to everybody else. You feel as if just something was wrong.
Whatever I feel in here, that can't be good for us.
All of you currently have the Sickened 1 condition.
Huh.
How do I apply that?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. I'll just worry about this horrible sickness inside me.
Carry on. I'm going to eat some French fries, and you guys can chat amongst yourselves at the new information you're learning.
Is that a fucking chisel? They took the time to scratch up this irreplaceable body just to make me sick?
That sounds really, really disrespectful.
How do you even manage that?
Certain levels of spite.
It doesn't work that way, right?
So I'm not the only one who feels like he swallowed a razor blade.
I feel like I produced flame in my vocal cords.
I feel like I threw up my guts and then swallowed them back up only to throw them up again.
That's,
I feel fleshy.
Well, I wonder if we should go find our little our ranger friend. What do you think?
I don't think she'll be happy to see us like this.
Well, I don't think it's a good idea for us to go much further. I mean,
You guys
I
can
don't know
roll
about you
me a
guys, but
perception.
I think she's the closest thing we have to a cure.
what'd you say there, River?
You can roll me a perception to do an insight check.
Yeah, I can do that.
You've been, in theory, missing for hours, and she's in the area. Why isn't she here?
If only that was directed to me.
Either she may have been setting you up, or she's encountered problems far worse than your own.
Yeah, it also occurs to me that somebody gave us whatever was in these here vials. Brought us back to consciousness, but certainly doesn't make me feel very good.
I've heard of bitter medicine, but this is outrageous.
It's what my metal shavings back.
Everyone roll me a fortitude save.
Oh.
Hey, I'm not bad at those.
Pew!
Hey, crit!
Teddy, you feel like something's still definitely wrong inside your body, and you're able to pinpoint it. Have you ever, IRL, felt that sensation right before you're about to get really sick, like the kind that'll lay you up for weeks and weeks with a bad cough and just fever and illness?
I have felt that more times than I suffered bronchitis a lot when I was a kid, so yes.
This is like the beginnings of super bronchitis. And with the Nat 20, you also recall hearing stories about this kind of illness before. Meanwhile, Shivshank, you throw up. But you don't throw up things that you've eaten. What you throw up is horrifyingly similar to you. You recall that wolf that sprayed acid at you all?
Oh my god.
Yes.
Shivshank, your bile is melting the ground.
Oh, good.
It's not a lot of melting, and it's not clearly as volatile or as violent as the wolf was. But it's definitely incredibly acidic. And now you know why your stomach hurts so much right now.
What in the name of Aurori?
I choose to see this as a feature, not a bug.
We've unlocked.
Gain a hero.
We got
unlocked the acid
superpowers!
Gain a
We
hero.
unlocked
point,
acid
Rogic.
spit.
Gain a hero point, Rogic. That's probably the funniest
thank
shit
you.
I've heard in a while. But regardless, Teddy, you recall having heard someone mentioning an illness like this, and these were the starting symptoms, but you can't remember where. You could always roll me a
Recall knowledge.
Yeah, there we go.
Skills. Oh wait, actions, activities. No. Yes. There we go. Recall knowledge. That's not it. That's not it either. That is also not it. Recall knowledge lore? Oh, recall knowledge medicine, right?
Yes, please. You recall the story perfectly. You even recall where you heard it from. It was Bort who told you, as you were headed into Etrin's Folly in the first place, when he was warning you not to call it Plaguestone, and then you all asked, why would we call it Plaguestone? And he told you about the symptoms of the plague that wiped out the farming village so long ago.
Oh no. We have the plague.
The what?
No, what
You
now?
know what? You remember why it's called Plaguestone? We are now plague stoned.
That's not a bad joke, I hope.
Solid.
Plague stoned.
Wait, hang on. Am I gonna die? Are we gonna die? What's going on? Is there a cure to this thing?
We would need our ranger friend to help out, if any.
Well, I mean, we've been laying out here under the stars for all these hours, and I don't see her nowhere.
Though we won't die, we'll just turn into weird zombie acid creatures like those wolves. Probably.
I mean, at least we know that the plague is clearly unnatural. So there's got to be someone behind this, and there has to be a cure. Right?
Should be.
Oh, thank you.
I think if we go and kill what's causing it, we might stop it.
I love it. Blood of our enemies. Best cure.
I think that means we will continue forward then.
Wait,
But first, let me heal most of you.
the
All right, line up.
me.
All right, there's Teddy up first.
What?
I said line up. I moved on the battle map. Teddy lined up first.
No! My character sheet was in the way.
I am targeting you. There you go.
Get slugged.
Treat wounds tonight, Queen.
And then for Ivor.
I'm healed. Somewhat.
You only
And
rolled
that was
one
my last
treat
spell
wounds,
slot.
right? Oh, those are just spells that you were doing.
Yeah,
Oh.
which means
no. River's got plague too.
Yeah, he's
Yes, I
coughing
may
up.
have based this. I may have based
coughing
this
up
off
some-
of how badly
he's coughing
I've
up
been
some acid.
feeling over the last bit.
let's take 10 minutes. Let's take 10 minutes to treat your wounds, Shipshank.
He's coughing up some acid of his own.
I'm sure it'll be fine. It's just, just a pest and bug,
A return to form.
We are back.
We're back, baby.
We are so back.
And we have super. Oh. What if we went back to Etrin's Folly? Hear me out. Could be fun.
Why?
For all the horrible shit they put us through.
I don't think that would help our case at all.
Hey, no witnesses, no sheriff, no case.
I mean,
The town's being investigated by the Magister.
He's not there yet. He doesn't need to know what happened.
To be fair, we did volunteer for this.
He doesn't know that.
But it's not morally right.
I mean, speak for yourself, pal. I didn't volunteer for this.
Well, we got to do something. Because clearly we're all alone in this dark and very expensive forest.
Very expensive forest.
That is a weird descriptor, I guess. Though, to be fair, I wouldn't put value in these trees, considering most of them are sick and dying, like us. You know, like what we have right now, and are wasting time and breath by...
Listen, if you have any ideas, I'm all ears. Meantime, I'll just keep looking on the bright side. We have superpowers now.
I mean, I think we need to find a cure. Is what we need to do.
But what? What did you?
Who was that on?
Wow.
That was on me.
Right,
That was on myself.
Roll the damage.
Someone's down again.
Roll the damage.
1d8, okay.
And then describe what everyone sees as they're talking and you're trying to medicine yourself, and then, well, you die, I think. But not die, but you're bleeding out as maybe you cut an artery as you were, trying to stitch something up, and then you look down and you go, well, that's not good, and begin dying. But regardless, go ahead, Warlock, and tell me what happens as everyone's talking about trying to find a cure, and what do?
As she's trying to patch herself up with bandage wraps and some scissors, she slips and accidentally shoves the scissors a little upwards, not where you want them. Ow!
Where? What happens? Be descriptive.
Straight into the jugular.
Well, that's one way to.
Is your cleric who is trying to stitch up a wound on their arm, misses, stabs themselves in the jugular, and then falls over, very obviously dying and bleeding out. I guess everybody roll me initiative.
Well, that's one way to deal being infected.
Just shortcut to, just speed run to a new character sheet, I guess.
Remember, this is a cleric that in just about every fight you've seen has gone down from lots of stuff. This is probably the most iconic way I've seen any character die before, though.
Wait. Does this... We have to fight Melia?
No,
Boss
no,
fight.
means that unfortunately, Melia, so after you stab yourself, you technically go to the initiative higher than yourself, meaning it is not your turn yet. Shivshank, Melia's dying.
Oh boy.
The heavy is dead.
I can only change encounters and give you guys the benefit of the doubt so many times. I can't fix that, chat. There's only so much you can do as a DM, and then sometimes if someone consistently rolls this badly, you just have to tell them, maybe it's better you make a new character at the end of this. So if he bleeds out here, I'm okay with it as a DM.
It's a good thing I have a backup.
I mean, Shivshank is gonna panic and run around. He is not at all a medicine guy. There's nothing he can do.
Describe your panicking and what it looks like. Really sell me on it.
He's gonna sit sort of point. She's bleeding all over the place, and I don't. Wasn't she the healer? What the hell's going on here? Look, there's blood. And I don't know what to do. And he's just like pointing and running in circles and like very, very upset, not knowing what to do.
Discord reaction GIF status.
Alright. Ivor, you're up.
That's fair. So I don't remember. Did Ivor use his lay on hands? I don't know if I used it last time. I don't think I did.
You'd be the one keeping track of it.
Well, yeah.
It's on the sheet.
Well, it is on the sheet, but
If it's on the sheet, it can't be beat.
don't understand how this is coded here. But
No, wait, if it's off the sheet, it can't be beat. My bad.
what?
If a character or enemy does not have HP, they cannot be killed. Technically.
Spend a hero point. I'll allow you to put him at whatever lay on hands that you think he's at. Without
looks like
trying to audit it.
Looks like it heals. Here, let me do this here.
That's it. Is it really?
Sorry.
There you go. She should have 6 hit points now.
We needed this like we needed lock and cock.
Thank you for correcting my imperfection.
Hey, phew!
What did I do?
That was towards Ivor
Wah.
for the lay on hands.
Hey, everybody, we're gonna get laid.
Your neck heals. What now? Your neck heals. What now? Everyone stands around contemplating the value of life and how glad they are that Malia is not, in fact, dead.
So now that you're a little bit better, what do y'all think we should do? I mean, I think we're all kind of beat up right now. Do we really want to go further into this place? I don't know. It might be more of those wolves or some of those nasty plants.
We could sleep it off.
I don't think we should sleep things off out here because if we already did that all day, people are gonna find us.
Yeah, I don't know if it's such a good idea to sleep here. We already took a nap out here, and all of us woke up feeling not quite right.
I think the only other option is to continue forward then.
Wait, what about backward?
I don't think our ranger friend would like that.
I mean,
maybe we should go try to find her. Should we go back to her camp, you think?
yeah.
Several hours away. This was the place of the blight that you were tasked to investigate. You could. Will remember the route here so long as you make a survival roll.
Sweet rival.
But who knows? Any evidence that was here could be gone by then. You do know that she was headed to another big blight if this place didn't work out. But again, doesn't make sense why she wouldn't have shown up when you guys were all unconscious or have stayed around.
Decisions.
I remind you, she only has one working arm as far as you've seen.
Oh no. That makes a lot of sense.
Regardless, you all stand around the clearing in front of the blighted den that you were tasked to investigate.
Well, I've lived a good life. I'm gonna check out that den.
That's the spirit.
I don't have one of those anymore.
Anymore?
Wait, yes, I do.
I thought you didn't. I thought you didn't have one at all. You're a construct.
We're all just rushing headlong into this cave, even though we don't know what's in there, and we all got, like some kind of sickness, and we got like bumps and bruises and stuff.
On the one hand, we die. On the other hand, we find a cure. Either way, we're gonna die, so we might as well do something hopeful.
You mean to tell me you think there's gonna be a cure to this thing inside that cave over there?
Not one bit.
Maybe a chance. Maybe a trace
It's better than sitting out here in the open.
where we could get ambushed by more of those things.
I'm going to tell you all a secret. I'm not actually a robot.
Gotta be honest with you. Well, what the
I
hell's
don't
that?
even know what a robot is.
I'm 3 goblins in a suit of armor.
Really now starts shaking you down.
No, not one bit. I completely lied to you. Let's go in.
That cock
How dare.
is pride.
Wow, I can't
Doc
believe
Hey,
I
thank
just
you for
added
the
some music
follow,
with my
own
DDM
party.
Dark Link. Thank you so much for the subscription. It's really nice of you.
Link.
You guys are 24 experience away from leveling up, by the way.
All right, well,
Wait, I have something to live for now.
I'm just putting this out there. I don't think this is a very good idea, but I'm not going to sit out here by myself. So I guess I'm going to follow you.
We'll
I think
make
that's the
camp
smartest
inside
thing
the
you've
den.
said all day.
Yeah, but what if there's other bad things inside that den? It's called a den. Something lives in the den.
Well, if they're
then we'll
sick,
see what
then-
happens. We'll see what happens, Den.
You guys are not
God
making this easy on me.
Damn it.
Right.
Besides, we have
All right.
superpowers now. Let's go.
I'm gonna keep my yap. Go ahead.
I'm killing with these puns. I'm having tons of
You'll
puns.
be killed if you keep making them.
I'm
So
having
how many
tons
of
of
you are
puns,
going
guys.
in and show me the pathways that you're going? Why don't we go back to initiative order for the time being, actually, when I really think about it. Everyone,
I'm
please
having tons
re-roll
of
me
fun.
initiative.
You want us to re-roll initiative?
Yeah, I gave you guys a 10-minute exploration rest, and it definitely impacted.
Oh, now I get high rolls.
Oh, thank goodness. Squishy's going first.
Who the fuck statted all of this?
Paizo, I bet.
Message Paizo. Whoever thought this up, like, these would be good encounters. Level 1 party. This is insane.
Balance.
Wait.
Balance? What's balance?
Alright. Melia, you're up first.
I'm gonna take I'm gonna step forward. Step.
Uh-huh.
5 foot step.
That was first action.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna make a perception from right here.
Okay.
18.
The narrow tunnel is slick. Oh, God, sorry, guys. Slick with foul-smelling mud. It leads down into a cramped den lit by a shimmering pool of water. To even get in here, you've had to get down on your hands and knees. This is underneath an old, rotting tree. So as you're clambering in on your hands and knees, Melia,
You're an old rotting tree.
the chamber ahead stinks of wet fur and sickness. Next to the pool, between the gnarled and dying tree roots, is the rotting carcass of what must have once have been a truly gigantic wolf. Nosing around it is a pair of hairless mutant wolves, their bodies deformed by large pustules and tumors. Although they have no eyes, they can detect as you're crawling towards the inside of the den, for they turn their heads at you and snarl a warning growl at you. Anyone that's a medium or larger creature treats anything beyond Melia as difficult terrain. In addition, the roots and moss hanging from the ceiling make it so this way any creature more than 5 feet away is considered screened from ranged attacks. If you do not have dark vision or low light vision, you can see nothing within this den. You can also see that there's this glowing, oily pool in front of you, Melia. Alright.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm gonna take a step back. So as Shivshank was saying, this is a den. Things live in a den, and there are very sick things in this den.
Oh.
Yes, and Remember, there's an oily pool over there as well, next to a rotting corpse. I'd be careful just in case of another electric snake.
Ipex, thank you for coming. We're doing a subathon donathon, and with these 2 subs that we've gotten so far, that puts us 8 away from our next goal of tits.
Tits!
That being said, I think Shipshank can fit in here perfectly fine.
Yeah, Shipshank's small.
Speak of the devil. Mandrews, you're currently occupying a square that doesn't exist, so I'm going to move you back over to here.
Phew!
He'll whisper forward. So, what exactly are you saying is in there?
Mutant wolves.
A mutant wolf? I don't know about you, but I'm not feeling up to fighting no mutant wolf right now.
Why couldn't they be turtles?
Have they seen you?
Yes, they saw
They
saw
didn't
me.
have eyes.
Well, they acknowledged me. They didn't have eyes, but they could probably smell us. They definitely snarled at us.
Right. Okay. I wonder if we can draw them out.
I have an idea.
Is it setting the tree on fire?
It's setting the tree on fire.
I have some torches.
I have produced flame.
Let's do it. Then the ranger will know where we are. All of China will know where we are.
I mean, you're probably going to wind up setting the whole damn forest on fire, but...
What's in China?
What?
Actually, considering this wood is currently rotting with pustules and stuff, it might actually not catch fire. It's still
Don't knock
damp
it till you
wood.
try it.
Still
Let's try
damp wood, so this tree might go up, but nothing else.
I'm okay with this.
Shivshank is going to use his first action to stride over there, and then he's going to use his second action to ready an attack with his... what the hell was the name of the weapon I picked up last time? The kukri, in the event that anything comes running out within range.
Sure.
Kukuli.
And, yeah, I think Ivor's going to do something similar. He's going to kind of move back out here in the hopes that these things, if they want to attack, are going to come running out to us. And he'll ready an attack with his... What the hell does he have? His long sword, I guess.
What? It's my turn. But I don't have any... Do I have torches? Let's check my inventory. I have so many torches! I am going to go this way. And then a little bit this way. I am committed to Operation Torch.
Operation Smoky Bear.
I'm going to equip one torch and one flint and steel. And I'm going to assume it is a survival check to successfully use the tool.
It would be if you want to set the tree on fire. A regular success means that the tree will catch as you want, and the fire will be out of control and could burn down large portions of this forest that you are supposed to be protecting and healing.
All right, the little voice in my head said I can't do that, so I'm going to have to put everything away.
I never said you couldn't. Just...
Not you, I'm talking about the real voice.
Ah, I see.
Fine. All right, let's see. And what do I? I just have a great club. That's just good for smashing. I have a spear. I will equip the spear and use that to slowly follow behind, like a makeshift phalanx formation.
Cool.
And yeah, so they'll come running at us. I'm gonna assume they're dumb as shit and don't know about one of the greatest armies on Earth, and then they'll just run into the spear. I don't know.
All right.
These words don't translate from Jiskin.
Teddy.
Teddy's going to take out his heavy crossbow and move back. And then he's going to knock an arrow. Or knock a bolt.
Okay. Shivshank, you and Ivor are suddenly aware that you are very much too far back with where the rest of the group seems to be wanting to set up their ambush.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what we're doing here, but
Maybe
okay.
maybe the party could benefit from somebody taking up a leadership role and telling people to stand in certain spots and planning out what resources you have, things like that. Someone should likely volunteer and take that role. Or you guys can carry on as is. I have no dog in this horse. I have no dog in this horse. I have no dog in this race. Horse in this race. You get what I'm trying to say.
You
We
can
have no
say
dog in the fight or horse in this race.
Exactly.
Or dog in the horse.
I have
There is
neither
no
of
race.
those things.
There is no race in this dog.
I have no dogs that are fighting and no horses that are racing. It's amazing.
What about the pony?
Listen, focus. All right, so
So what are you guys planning to do exactly? What are we doing? I think we're all kind of beat up here, and we got two nasty looking wolves in there. What are you gonna do?
I have cow traps.
I was gonna stab them when they come running out, or let them run into my spear.
Ah, the brace quality.
The what?
Brace. A weapon quality given to, I think, most pole arms, where you basically stop. It helps against charges.
Sure. Let's go with that.
Okay, but I have a feeling if these nasty looking wolves get even one chomp or swipe off at us, I think we're all going back down again.
Well, then we'll just throw up on them.
I have some cow traps.
I thought you were using them. You goofy goober.
No, I observed. I observed what was in there.
Oh, golly.
And now I can't move until it is my turn. Breaks the
That's-
fourth wall.
Don't worry about turns. You are currently having a fascinating conversation. Only worry about turns if you intend to re-enter the den without a stealth check.
Oh, we
You
can
know
do
what?
stealth.
Yes, you can in fact roll stealth checks and things like that. You know what? I'm gonna brew some coffee. I think I'm gonna need it.
Our
You
first
guys
instinct is
talk about things like stealth checks and intimidate checks and command animals. Oh my god, there's so many options you can do in this role-playing game.
Wait,
It's freaking amazing!
who can command animal?
It's a nature activity.
Oh.
We're such a murder hobo.
us.
I don't know what he's yelling, but I think we broke him.
Oh, there it is.
Seriously, though, guys, out of character, if we all go running in there, we're all going to die. This is
I know.
not a good idea.
I thought we were gonna
Yeah.
like bait them out, like throw something in
Yeah,
there to
but
get them to
even-
come chasing.
Even if we bait them out, the first hit they get on each of us is going to take us down. We've all got like 5 hit points at most.
My character is not allowed to back down from personal challenges. He considers that an anathema.
I think I could like maybe stealth inside, drop some caltraps right here towards the entrance, and then when my next turn comes up.
Hold on! This is not a personal challenge! Allow God to speak downeth to you at any time. Just because you are being challenged by something does not mean you need to accept it as a personal challenge. Drinking bleach could be a personal challenge because you might be able to survive that and nobody else has, so it's a challenge to drink bleach. No! Don't do anything obviously suicidal.
Hey, Mandrews, I bet you can't solo those 2 wolves.
Oh my good God, I'm making my goddamn Rogan, you're a bad influence on these kids.
I'm a bad influence.
Rogage, more like throat itch. I should be a school of comedy bard next.
Oh goodness.
All right. Well, what
personal challenge of strength. Sorry, I misread the text.
What are we doing? Are we throwing ourselves at these wolves and getting ourselves killed, or what?
You know what?
Throw me into the wolves. I'll come back plagued.
You know what? Maybe we just don't get in the fight. Have we considered that option?
No.
That was the option I was trying to advocate for earlier, but no one was listening to me, and everyone was marching into the goddamn den.
Well, that was before we knew there was stuff in there. To be honest.
It's called a den. Otherwise, it's not a den. It's just a cave.
I thought it was an abandoned den.
I mean, a band den does have the word den in it.
No. Stop it with your punch. You're trying too hard. No, like I thought whatever was in there had died of plague.
Well, you've seen what the plague does.
Kills things, right?
It doesn't. It brings them back as zombies and mutants.
All right, let's not go into the den.
We could lure them out. So I'll put caltraps on.
And if okay, so let's extrapolate out here. We lure them out. Let's say they walk on some caltrops. Then what?
Then I stab them with the spear.
They walk into Mandrews, stab him with the spear. Walk into Teddy. Walk into Shivshank. Walk into Ivor. I'll have a ready action with the days.
Okay, you assume that all of our attacks hit, which is not necessarily true.
I could rage. I could get angry.
I am but one man. You guys can do what you want. I'm just saying. I think this is an eminently bad idea.
I'm not gonna lie. I've heard a lot of plans in my many years as a professional DM. I've heard many a plan. I've heard many a stratagem. I've heard many an idea. One might even say I've heard many a tactic. Hearing poor Rogich say, okay, we lure them out, they step on some caltrops, then what? And the party's only response is, we hit them. It's pretty up there. So, I want to remind everybody, violence, not always the only option. There are stealth checks, intimidate checks. I've described the wolves as not having eyes.
Probably have really good hearing though.
Wait,
I can bully the wolves.
Maybe there's a lot of things. Who fucking knows? It could be a mystery. The point is, you don't only have to start stabbing these random poor hairless mutant eyeless wolves.
Let's go.
Who has thaumaturgy?
You just need to figure out what's going on in there. I tell you what, I'll even be even nicer to you all, okay?
Oh, double Christmas.
What's going on in there? If you solve it, will give everybody enough experience to level up.
I'm going in.
Level up. Level up.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It's time to scare him.
Luminous says
All right.
you don't need eyes to see the giant pile of shit the GM is laying down. You just need hands to pick it up.
Shivshank turns to Melia and says, you said these things don't have eyes.
Correct.
And maybe I could try to sneak in there and see what's going on and then sneak back out?
If you're confident enough.
I mean, I think I'm the sneakiest of us all here, I believe. Certainly better than Bucket of Bolts over there.
I already see
Listen,
how this is going to end.
When you go to fight a lion, you don't sneak in behind it. You kick down whatever doors you have to and say, "Where is that son of a bitch?"
Oh, will you
We're fighting.
shut up, you stinky dumpster fire. Come on, what do you get out of my way?
But we're
Oh,
fighting
go
wolves,
ahead.
not lions.
But I do not smell. I am the only one who doesn't smell here. Thank you very much.
I'm rolling stealth.
Please roll me your stealth.
Then I'm going to roll to cry in a corner.
Just don't roll low, please. I need something today. All right.
The silence.
That was very
That sounds
confident. All
stealthy.
right.
I gotta roll something.
The silence is loud.
I've rolled to see if they notice you. You can do your thing, and if they start attacking you, you should probably assume they noticed you. You creep inside. You can very clearly see one of the wolves right now nosing about the carcass of the giant wolf there. It pauses as you step in, crouching and creeping, and it looks up and seems to be sniffing the air.
Is it sniffing in my direction?
It's just kind of up in the air right now, of like when a cat sniffs the air, like sneef, 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 sneef. What's up?
That reminds me of Hamtaro.
It hasn't turned to you and began snarling yet, which is a good sign, you hope. It's clearly able to tell that something isn't right, and it's trying to sniff out where and what that is.
All right. I'm going to assume that I would have picked up the empty vial that was lying next to me earlier.
I did narrate you doing so, actually, so yes.
Yeah. So, and this is all kind of glowy-looking toxic water, you said?
Yeah, it is a glowing, oily pool, and as you get close, it has this awful, acrid smell.
Okay. I'm going to quietly fill the vial with the oily water.
Roll me a thievery. Hey!
Oh.
You're able to keep an eye on the wolf as it slowly pads towards you. Not aggressive and growling yet, but as if it was coming that way because it was curious about something, The other wolf seemed to take an interest and pads over this way. It's sniffing the air right in front of you as you cork the top of the vial.
I'm about to GTFO, but before I do that, can I tell what may be contaminating the water?
You could roll me a nature, an occult, or a crafting. Crafting is the lowest DC.
Lowest meaning the easiest to match?
Yes.
What were the other options? Nature or what?
Occult.
Knowledge.
That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work.
You
That
can
looks
take
like
a
a burn.
sip. You probably figure it out like that.
I'm not gonna do that.
That's fair.
All
You
right.
don't have to. Just telling you that you do have an intrusive thought of just take it down in the vial to figure it out.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
It's
I'm
safest in
just-
your belly after all. And goblins have a great digestive tract.
I bet.
I hear stretchy.
I am taking a step here.
Oh.
The wolf's head turns to follow you.
Its head turns, but does it follow?
Its muzzle begins to recede as you realize it doesn't so much as open its mouth to bare its teeth, but you actually watch the flesh around its face tighten as if it was pulling its face back to show its teeth rather than opening its mouth.
Well, that's charming.
And its face is pointed right at you as it's baring its teeth. You can hear a very low in its throat.
Okay.
Clearly it knows you're there now.
Are there any rocks nearby, within reach?
There could be. Roll me a fortune check.
What the fuck is a fortune check?
Roll me a d20 with nothing added onto it unless you have any bonuses to fortune checks, which are very specific luck-based checks in which you roll a d20 and I just tell you what happens.
Are you a lucky goblin?
There are literally fortune-based checks.
Oh, good.
You
Oh,
take a
good.
quick glance around the area around you, and it looks like
that's Ivor.
You've backed your way. He's controlling both. Looks like you've backed yourself into the only corner of the den without a stick or a rock in sight. You only have what's in your inventory. And currently, because your kukri, you said, was drawn before, you've got a kukri in one hand, and with your nat 20 on the vial, I will allow you to have safely stowed it in your bag.
Okay.
Or you can have it out with you if you wanted to throw the vial.
No. No, that's stashed in my bag or on my belt or whatever.
Oh, good. The party will get the level up then when you die.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That was an inside thought that came out. Carry on, Rogich.
Do you hear the voices too?
This is not very nice, River.
Hey,
I
gotta have my entertainment somehow.
Yeah. I would like to.
You know how gentle I am with the other marathon game.
I'm starting to wonder why I put myself through this every other week with you.
Oh, you love it. Hush. It's a cool scene. You're all tense. You can hobbit your way out of here. I'm just sorry that you're an unlucky goblin.
Yeah, well. I'm going to, as quietly as possible, go into my bag and pull out the rapier that I was previously using, but replaced with the kukri.
You have the rapier.
In my offhand, and then I'm going to chuck it, hopefully, over the head of the wolf in front of me on the opposite side of the cave there.
Just don't crit it in the skull.
Sounds like you need to roll something for that, but there's a lot of options that you could do, so I'll allow you to sell me on it.
Well, let me see if I can sell you on a, let's say...
Create a diversion?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm trying to do, is create a diversion. Trying to see if I could somehow... Let me see here.
I believe that's in deception, or...
Is that a deception, or... Let's see, create...
Oh, fun. Don't you have a negative to charisma?
Maybe. Maybe I do.
Wow, I actually think create a diversion is an actual thing. Hold on.
It is a diversion. Yep, it absolutely is.
Deception, create a diversion.
Deception versus the target's perception.
Ooh, fun. All right.
So...
Buzz looking alien.
That is what I will try to do.
Ooh, good luck.
Oh, wow. Good. I don't like the sound of that. Okay.
Balls to the wall.
Here we go. Ooh.
Ooh.
Well,
I didn't even need to roll anything. It just shows you fellas. So, as an action, you yeet the rapier. It clatters to the ground. The wolf opens its mouth. Greenish acid drips from jagged teeth that seem to be growing in every possible direction. The wolf doesn't seem to be buying your distraction. Melia, you're close enough that you can see Shivshank in a corner. Do you have any more actions left, Shivshank? I'll be generous and allow you one more if you've got a clever idea left.
I wasn't really keeping track of actions.
If you got a clever idea, I'll allow you one more, or you could wait and pray that Melia bails you out.
I mean, my instinct right now is just to leg it out of there.
You could try outrunning the wolves.
Don't you stare at me, you stupid.
You've heard stories about legendary goblins capable of outrunning wolves, which normally have a move speed of 35 feet. There's the story of Morley the Fleetfoot, who outran several wolves before running face first into a giant spider web and being eaten.
By the wolves?
No, by many long legs eats baby. Yes, that's what they called the spider that ate him. But remember, Morley Fleetfoot always said those wolves, I swear, they could run exactly 35 feet with every action. I don't think many other goblins could outrun a wolf like I could. He said very specifically about wolves and how fast they run.
I mean, I do have another idea, but I don't think it's gonna work with
Morley
one
Fleetfoot
action.
also said one more thing, Shivshank. You don't actually.
I don't hear any more about Fleetfoot.
No, you're gonna like this one. You're gonna like this one, okay, Rogich? Morley Fleetfoot once said, "It's not the wolf that you needed to outrun; it's your brother running alongside you that you need to outrun."
Yeah.
And everybody runs the same with a twisted ankle.
Right. Well, I have another idea, but it's neither quiet nor probably something I can do in one action. So,
You want to see if the party can bail you out, Rogich? How much do you trust them?
not at all.
Fair. I am dying here. Jesus.
I'm not going to move quickly because I have a feeling they can't see, but they probably have heightened hearing. So I'm going to try to carefully back out of the cave as quietly as possible at this point, sensing that my attempt to divert their attention was unsuccessful. So I will use my last action to stride my 25 feet.
As you
carefully.
Go to take a singular step, the wolf moves with you, growling. Do you continue to walk?
Oh, good. Not in a square. There we go. Can I sense, is it tracking me at this point, or is it just moving generally in my direction?
It's tracking you. It knows where you're at. It's growling dead at you, teeth bared.
Oh, good.
It knows you're here.
Oh, good. All right. I look at Melia, and I'm just sort of like, well, damn.
Between my legs now. Over here.
Madam, we've just met.
Not that way. Not that way, short stack.
I'll let you know. Running for it starts initiative in combat.
I figured as much.
You could try running for it. Remember, Morley Fleetfoot just got to outrun the guy next to you.
Good old Morley. All right. I'm going to keep moving in the hope that maybe the outdoors will disorient it. If this thing is blind and all kinds of screwed up, I'm going to hope that the outdoors disorients it. So
sure, move the rest of your speed past Melia as the wolf lunges at you, diving forwards, clearly
20.
enraged.
That's as far as I can. Yep, well, there we go. All right, so that's it.
Ivor.
And I at this point I yell, "Incoming!" Oh, Ivor, that's me. Right. Jeez, feels like it's a never-ending turn. All right. Okay, I'm gonna move here. Action 1. Action 2. I'm gonna ready attack with whatever the hell he's got. Longsword. If it comes chasing Shivshank out, which it sounds like it's going to.
Oh, 100%.
Yep. There you go.
What?
Incoming.
What do you mean incoming? I thought we had a plan.
You're up, Mandrews.
Fine. You know what? I'm gonna go with the weapon I know best. Where is... You know what? It's already equipped. I'm just going to brace myself. And just be ready to smash whatever comes out of there.
Why does this feel like it's about to be a Looney Tunes skit? Nah, not Looney Tunes drawn together. This is the Pathfinder marathon game. You see, the D&D marathon game, very, very tight, very, very clean. They have defined leadership, they come up with defined plans. The Pathfinder marathon game, it's very much every man for himself. You all come up with your own plan and hope that they interact well with each other.
Exactly. But no, did I misunderstand? Are the wolves not coming out, or are they staying in the den?
It's not their turn.
I apologize for my disappearance.
Welcome back. Alright, I'm just gonna ready my weapon and end turn. Good luck, nerds!
Teddy.
Me.
Shivshank's running, like hightailing it out of the den. You hear growling and snarling and barking behind him.
I have low light vision. Can I see what he's running from?
Can you see what he's running from right now on the map?
No, not at the moment, no.
Then no, but you can see that it's from where Melia is, and I believe that they were very sufficiently described several times.
So he's going to move here and hide.
Okay, please roll me a stealth. Yeah, have you guys seen that one image of the dude who gives the peace sign and then literally just fades out of existence?
Yeah.
That's Teddy as you come running out towards him, Shivshank, yelling, "Oh god, oh god, oh god."
Teddy, what the fuck?
Teddy just fucking vanishes.
I am gonna haunt the shit out of you as a ghost.
End your turn when you got the chance, Teddy.
And then I'm going to ready action.
Sure.
Do you need me to tell you the ready to action?
Yes, I do need to know the ready to action.
Okay. When I see the wolf, I'm going to take a shot.
Of what?
Something really strong to kill the smell in my room because there's sulfur everywhere. But no, shoot my crossbow.
Okay, good to know. Go ahead and end your turn.
That is why I disappeared. We had to find the smell.
Hey, Melia, I have altered these stat blocks a little bit, so if it hits you, do not react to it just yet, because I have changed how they are set up. Because, oh my god, these wolves are fucking bullshit. What's your AC?
Oh no.
My AC is 15.
A 15. Well, sadly, it definitely has a bigger plus than that. So the wolf rushes at Melia, who said, "Get behind me," leaps up, lands on her chest, and begins tearing out her throat. As you watch, acid leaks from its jaws onto her face, and her face begins melting. As she takes a little bit less damage than that should say, I have lowered the amounts to a total of 6 damage. 3 of which, in this case, was piercing, and 3 of which was acid, Melia.
I had 6 health total, so I still go down.
Oh yeah, no, you're definitely dying.
I am utterly terrified.
This wolf is gonna go to here and also jumps on her, tearing into her, giving her 1 a condition increase to dying 2. Shivshank, looks like the wolves are busy. Fleetfoot Morley might have, known what he was talking about after Wall.
What?
Say what now?
Fleetfoot
You cut
Morley
in and out.
might have known what he was talking about after all, as
I was right the whole time.
The wolves seem very busy with eating her.
I don't want them to eat Melia. Okay.
Good chicken.
All right. Well. What are the chances these things have an attack of opportunity?
I don't know. Depends on how much you want to gamble that I've changed their stat blocks or not.
I mean, there is a possibility they didn't have one to start with, in fairness.
There is, and I could have added one. Who knows? Or they could just not have one. And I'm just saying that to screw with you, to give the illusion that I would, be so cruel. Have you ever known me to be so cruel?
I Oshi would never.
My Oshi would never. Good boy.
Bark.
So what are you doing, Shivshank?
Right.
Leaving
I'm
her
going
to die like Fleetfoot would, or?
It is the wolf now that she's down? Is the wolf continuing to tear into her?
Oh, absolutely.
Damn it!
If you leave her, she's definitely gonna get eaten. But
Yeah.
she's not underneath any condition that prevents her.
All right. I take a step there. I make an attack with the kukri.
That hits. So I'll tell you right now how bullshit these wolves are, by the way. And I removed this ability. Sort of.
Wait.
It actually does have a reaction. If you hit it... Oh, never mind, I misread that. I'm gonna go ahead and leave that the way that it is. That actually sounds kind of fun. Carry on.
Huh.
Roll damage.
Max damage.
Do remember that you can trip with the kukri as well. It does have the trip feature.
I mean, is that like automatic if I hit? I don't know how that works.
I have to be right back.
I'm pretty sure you have to make an attempt with it. It just allows you to trip with the athletic skill even if you don't have a free hand. And this adds the weapon's item bonus to attack rolls as an item bonus to the athletics check. In addition, instead of getting a critical failure when rolling to trip with that kukri Shivshank, you can just choose to drop the kukri to change it to a regular failure rather than crit failing.
I gotcha. Well, I'm just going to poke it in the hopes that that's enough to stop it from massacring poor Melia, and then I'm going.
The wolf's pretty pissed at you now.
I bet. And then I'm going to leg it out of there.
So it makes an attack of opportunity. I'm kidding. How much of an asshole would I be, chat?
All right, there we go.
I think they'd have to give a sub to that specific sub that you don't like seeing. Valentin, where are you?
All right. So now we got Ivor.
Scatter! It's like watching an episode of The Goonies. That wasn't really a show, though. That was a movie, wasn't it? What's the one that I
believe it was a movie.
Little Rascals. That's what it was. It's like watching an episode of Little Rascals. Oh shit, Ivor too?
Yeah.
Wow, that roll! You see it all stop on 4 and then tilt back to the 14? Hell yeah, 8 more damage into it. You should see by its health bar how you're not really changing the color that much.
Holy shit.
Yep, I've noticed.
It's already 14 health points.
Ivor's between squares.
Oh, see, I'm having a hard time seeing the squares on this map.
Let me update them for you.
I don't know if you can darken them a little bit.
Of course I can.
I gotta save the squishy.
Hey, there we go. That's much better. Thank you.
You're welcome. If you guys ever have trouble seeing squares, please let me know. I can always change them. That's like literally one singular slider. The color that they start with is just the default. I don't normally change it until requested. Mandrews!
A robot's gotta do what a robot's gotta do. We are going to beat the shit out of that wolf killing the squishy.
I hope you will.
Alright,
I don't
now I just
hold
have to
out
remember.
too much faith, though.
Wait, now hold on, I'm trying to remember how to attack. Alright, it's this one.
That
Remember
is
to control
a
left
beautiful
click first.
cock you have.
Hey, Eldritch, thank you so
Eldritch
much for the
Nirvana
gifted
picked one
sub.
body
I
to dance
forgot.
Don't forget too, Eldritch, if you type in the chat, there's now cool buff stuff. Badges for people who have done bits in my chat. I just paid for them today. All right, that's a miss with your first attack. So you've used 2 actions. You got 1 left.
Oh, I did the wrong attack roll. Ah, shit. Alright. Well, let's try again. Hero point!
I thought so. You're also rolling with your dagger there.
With my what? Oh, shit. This is not going well for Melia. This is really not going well for Melia.
Well, I have to now go through all of your rolls because those were all done incorrectly.
Wait, what?
What was your first attack with? Because you just rolled melee attack with no weapon.
I went to combat. It said melee, and it said attack base settings. Because I panicked because Melia's dying.
That's not what I asked. What attack roll were you, it was your great club, right?
Yes.
So instead of a +2, that should have been a +6 with a -1 because you are currently second.
Yes.
Correct? Please take your
Yes.
time before rolling so I don't have to do this in the future. That will, with a total of a 15, miss the wolf. Not a critical miss on that. Your second
Okay.
roll should have been at a +0 total, totaling out to a 14, meaning
Yep.
you also miss.
Yep.
Anything else?
I mean, I already did 1 action to move, 2 actions to attack. Is that a proper understanding of the action economy?
Yes, but you never know. You could have some weird class stuff. Remember, I'm also learning Pathfinder.
Nope,
End your turn.
I don't think I
whenever
have
you're ready.
any. The only other thing I can think of is activate rage, but I'm pretty sure that's an action. So.
Teddy! Your prepared action has been expended. The wolves never came out far enough for you to fire. Unk?
1 moment, sorry.
Okay. Gives me a moment to get my coffee, and you guys can talk about how well you think this fight's going.
Skies are blue, red roses too.
Oh, jeez. Man, I'm gonna miss our cleric. She's gonna have like 1 eyeball. You can't undo that kind of acid damage.
I'm gonna look like Two-Face.
It's crazy.
Alright,
Alright,
I'm
I'm
back.
back.
I'm still waiting on you to take your turn. I just returned.
So I'm going to move here,
You got it.
target this wolf,
Good shit.
and fire.
Go ahead. Are there any bonuses that they get to their AC when you're firing in a melee?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay, carry on.
I think they only have a thing if they
do if I shoot at them prone.
Okay, carry on. That's a hit. Roll that damage. Big heavy crossbow bolt deals 3 damage.
One action to cock to load up another one, and then one action to fire. No, wait, I moved this turn. So I'll use my last action to reload.
Does it
And
have an action where it needs to reload? Reload 1. I guess so. Carry on.
Yep. And that's my turn. Move, shoot, reload.
Okay. Melia, death save.
Bow, 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 bow,
Welcome to
bow,
Dying
bow, bow.
3.
I put 343. Whoops.
You are at Dying 3 now. It's not a good thing.
Chomp chomps.
The other wolf is going to attack Mandrews, who is in its way. Please remember that it could roll lower. Okay, it will definitely still hit even with my changed stats. What's your AC? Mandrews? Mandrews?
I was muted. I'm sorry. I said 17.
17? Alright, I'm just going to roll until it doesn't get a crit with its base stats.
Jesus Christ! Make it stop.
There you go. And it deals a little bit less damage. A total of 6 points of damage from that roll.
That's
How much health did you have prior?
like 6. I'm at dying 3 now.
That is unfortunate, as another wolf tears into Mandrews and then gets on top of him, tearing into him, shreds, pieces, just being ripped off of the poor machine.
I did it for Melia.
Shivshank, you recall when you said, when they get out of the den, what then? Technically, they still haven't even left their den yet, as the party was so kind to charge them. So, Shivshank.
Yeah.
Fleetfoot?
Why that jumps?
I mean, we have 2 companions down now, and these things are gonna eat them alive, or eat them unconscious, as the case may be. God, this was just all around. This was such a bad idea, guys.
Honestly, things would have been fine had they, like, not told you to run and then blocked the entrance. I think that your sneaking in strategy worked really well, Shivshank, personally.
There was so much I could do at the top of initiative.
10, well, alright, let's see.
You can sleep in my bed and I'll sleep on the couch. Is that what you want?
No.
Seems like
Well, if
a
you need to,
personal thing to be sharing with us.
let
Thanks,
me know
Mom.
before I go to...
Okay. Alright, this is what I'm going to do. I am going to... Okay, I have an idea.
Great.
Let me know if I can implement this idea. I don't know if I'm going to have enough actions to do this. Alright, I want to... Here's what I want to do. You tell me how many actions it's going to take. I have in my bag a rope. What I'd like to do... I have a rope.
A rope.
What I'd like to... Yes, a rope. What I'd like to do...
Oh no.
is yell at the wolf, try to draw its attention, and then throw the rope across the pathway here to Ivor, I guess, in the hopes that the rope will trip the wolf up, giving us time to get out of there while it's, dazed on the ground.
So you want to lasso the wolf?
No.
Tripwire.
Tripwire.
So you're setting a trap?
Of a sort.
Sounds like a crafting roll.
I mean, all I really want to do is throw the rope to Ivor and have us both hold it on either side of the pathway here.
Oh.
I mean, I'll give you a crafting roll.
No, you don't need to craft that. You don't need to craft that. It'll just be essentially it'd be a trip with one of you taking the aid action, essentially. So someone would be making a trip roll, and the other one would be giving a circumstantial bonus.
Okay. Well, let's see. If trip is athletics, right?
It is, meaning Ivor's probably going to be the one that
Ivor's probably the guy, and Shivshank can assist. Do I have to roll for an assist? I forget.
You would normally. I'm just going to allow it in this case. I don't feel like you need to roll for it. Also,
right, so...
I'd like to be generous. I'm pretty sure that they're both dead there, but who knows?
You're pretty sure what?
I'm pretty sure that they're both dead there, but you never know. Who knows, right?
Who's both dead there?
The people you're abandoning.
I'm not trying. I'm trying to draw them out. I'm not abandoning anyone. Okay. So, I'll move here. So that I'm closer to the pathway here. I will throw the rope to Ivor, and then I'll yell, "Hey, you mangy mutt! Come chew on somebody your own size."
I believe there is a taunt skill in this game.
Oh, yeah, that's probably true. Let's see. Let's see. Taunt would probably be. That'd be like intimidation. Coerce, demoralize.
I imagine an intimidation or a persuasion would be where it's at, and I don't think persuasion exists anymore, do it?
Well, it's not under intimidation. That's where I thought it would be, but it's not.
To Google I go.
Goggle.
Taunting. It is a morale. Requires focused devotion, it says. That doesn't sound right.
What?
What now?
Devotion to what?
Correct. Sorry. That's
what are you devoting yourself to? Being a troll?
Fucking shit there. Interesting. So not taunt. What is that called? Oh, I'm so eepy.
Provoke.
Provoke! Thank you. That could be an option as well. Is it called provoking?
It wasn't in Fantasy Grounds.
Provoke. I'm not looking at Fantasy Grounds. I've already given up. So it wasn't. But provoke isn't a thing.
I just did the little actions search window thing.
And you found it?
I see.
No, I did not find it.
All right, just roll me it on intimidation. I think that sounds about right to me.
All right.
And,
coerce.
Chat can contradict me later. Coerce? Oh yeah, it is coerce, huh? That doesn't sound right though. That says that you have to spend a minute. So I'm not gonna say coerce. Just roll me intimidation.
I'm just going through my thesaurus.
Yep. And if chat you want to contradict me, I'll allow it. All right, let's see. That's gonna be against its will. It's a fucking wolf. It doesn't like being yelled at, and yeah, it's gonna come towards you. It looks like.
All right.
Technically, you failed the roll, but it doesn't really matter because this creature wants to aggro the way it aggroes, and now you're yelling at it, so it wants to aggro you.
Also, it's blind, so it smells new, fresh blood.
Oh, trust me, it's getting tons of blood right now.
All right, so
and lubricant.
Food.
So, do you want Ivor to ready the trip? Is that the idea?
Yes, he'd be readying the trip action.
Okay, so that's what he'll do, and that's it. He's not going to do anything else.
Okay, Teddy.
Fire crossbow.
Sure. A whiff.
Produce flame.
Okay. Flame is produced. It hits. Roll your damage. Dealing 5 more damage to the wolf. Anything else?
Nope, that's all my actions.
Shivshank and Ivor, you realize that the wolf won't trip before it gets to Teddy. I've drawn the line between you guys there, so they would have to cross those squares to trip over the wire.
The man behind the...
Melia.
Teddy is not exactly with the plan here, as always.
You are dying what now again, Warlock?
I am at dying 3.
You're at dying... Wow, you stabilized by 1, you lucky prick. Alright,
Wow.
Do remember that if you were wounded before, which you weren't, that you would add that to the counter. This wolf is going to come lunging at Teddy.
Come on, Goblin Brain.
Teddy, what's your AC?
17. No,
This
16.
one misses.
16.
It's going to make a second attack. Both attacks miss. Andrews.
D20, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh no.
One,
no.
Your dying condition increases. What were you at?
3.
You're dying 4 now. I think that you only live for the time being a barbarian, correct?
Yes. Oh god.
This wolf rushes to here, and you can now target it and make a trip check for me.
Oh, wait, no, my turn was ended. Sorry, go ahead.
Ivor.
Oh, I'm sorry. You wanted me to do
The wolf,
Okay.
one of the wolves activated the tripwire.
Yeah, okay. So what's it, a +2 on an aid?
I'll allow it in this case, yes. I believe it's normally only a +1.
Really? It was a +2. Okay.
Regardless, I don't want to look it up, so +2 sounds right to me. Either you're getting a buff or it's working as intended. Either way,
right.
yeah, that wolf goes stumbling, tripping, and falls onto the ground. It then uses an action to stand up.
What?
I'm glad we went to all that trouble to
Don't look at me, Rogich. I am going to be super generous, though, and I'm going to say that it doesn't get to attack as well, even though it definitely has the action to do so. You're up, Shivshank.
All right, guys, let's take a beat. What are we doing here? We've got these 2 angry wolves and 2 dead companions, and all of us are on death's door. What do you want to do?
The wolves are.
They're now out. They're now out in the open. What was the brainchild of having them drawing them out here?
I was covering your retreat. So don't look at me.
I was covering your retreat. I was covering your retreat. But I was covering your retreat.
Why don't we didn't do this?
I think that's
because
a
he pulled me into this.
accurate summary of the current situation. I was covering that guy's retreat, but I was covering that guy's retreat. Don't look at me. I was covering that guy's retreat.
So, any thoughts?
Oh, Jesus.
Just like the great Fleetfoot says.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I've come up with most of the strategies for you guys tonight. Everyone seems to be no words, thought empty, no head. Let's
Stabilize us.
Let's get some energy in the room, guys. Do you got to get some coffee? I'll defibrillate you if you need. But right now, poor Rogich is throwing out ideas, and no one's really coming up with any of their own. Teddy, you're the only person still up and conscious, so you're the only other person who really gets a vote in what's going to happen next. Why don't you you interact a little bit? Shivshank is yelling, "Hey, what do we do?"
I mean, at this point, Shivshank has no qualms with just running.
If you want to run, by all means, feel free.
I mean, this was ill-conceived to start with. This was not his idea, and he is not averse to saving his own ass.
We may have to just run.
Well, you've already drawn their aggro. Just as a reminder.
Both of you run. I had a cursed upbringing. I'm gonna die a cursed fate.
Okay.
Absolutely.
With the vial and the objective in tow, Shivshank flees. Jesus, you're fucking speedy, ain't you?
There you go. It's 25 apiece. 3 stride actions.
Alright.
Oh shit.
Yeah, now if only other people had tried that at some point. Luminous, that is exactly, by the way, what Onk posted in the chat, the 3-way Spider-Man finger point. The Willy Wonka meme comes to mind. The most lip, no, don't, stop. Suffer. Teddy!
Well, time for me to cast my ultimate spell.
What?
Meteor?
You've been holding out this whole time?
Command animal?
I am not Sage Tella.
Command animal, stealth, thievery, literally anything that could be done in order to escape these wolves. The spell of wolf friendship? I don't know. I'm reaching. I want you guys to get out of here, but I can only give you so many hints and so much advice.
All I can really do is run. Either die here and fucking explode with Horizon Thundersphere and hope that it takes out... No, wait, Horizon Thundersphere I think only targets one thing.
You could...
Yeah, one creature.
You guys are really married to this. There's nothing I can do apart from Violet's thing. You might not succeed, but there's always other stuff you can try. It doesn't need to be we run and fight. Shivshank was doing great with the stealth rolls and just made one poor deception roll. Because
listen, my guy's an academic. He's for academia. If it was for recalling knowledge or history checks, I'm the guy.
So do that.
Okay, I'm gonna try and recall knowledge and see how I can get these guys off of me.
Sure. Recall knowledge nature it would be, or lore nature.
Let's see. Nature. Identify magic nature. Learn a spell nature. I can't do that.
Just roll me a nature.
No, wait, recall knowledge nature.
There you go. So, you got a pretty good total. With these wolves, they clearly cannot see. From what you've seen, they seem to hunt and track prey via a combination of sound and scent, with sound drawing their attention in the majority. You've watched them abandon food that they already had in order to attack new, fresh sounds. Shivshank and you yelling at the wolves, for instance. The wolf that tripped had no chance of not tripping because it couldn't see its feet. The rope didn't really give off a scent or a sound. Hopefully, that helps jumpstart your brain and give you a few ideas on what to do about
Save us!
I have a potentially really smart, really dumb idea, and I'm going to do it.
I'm worried.
I'm going to target a tree in the. I'm going to target a tree in the distance. I'm going to cast Horizon Thunder Sphere because it makes an impossibly distant thunder sound and crackles.
Does that have verbal components?
Semantic verbal, range of 30 feet.
So if it has verbal, what does that mean?
It'll draw it back to you.
No, I have to speak it first.
Yes, you'll be talking out loud right beside the wolves.
And then afterwards, I launch the light. I launch the thunderball, and then it makes a booming crackle.
There is no afterwards. There is only throat.
Sure. Roll me a diversion. So it's going to be a deception, and I'll give you a circumstantial +2 for using the spell slot.
Deception, create a diversion.
Please ignore that says a failure. That definitely should not be a failure. All right. With that, the wolves glance away to the thunder in the distance and seem to shy away from the huge clapping sound, retreating back a little bit. That was 2 actions.
Mm-hmm.
They still know you're there. Hello? It got really quiet. Did I disconnect?
I'm thinking.
Okay.
Just sitting here dying.
I'm just looking at spells for witch.
Remember, any players, if they've picked up what I'm putting down, can suggest advice out of character.
I don't know what the hell Teddy can do.
Intimidate.
I can cast spells.
No, like what spells?
What spells do you have?
The only one I can cast now would be shield.
So, you have one more action left. And they currently know where you are, but they are distracted.
I may just have to run.
Loudly. Away. Pat, 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 pat. No concealing your footsteps or anything?
You don't have any rags you can tie around your feet?
I'm
oh, wait, that's...
Stealth! Roll a stealth! Stealth! Stealth!
Well, it's either I roll stealth, which I'm very good at, or...
Oh my god, I'm gonna die here.
Or I use an intimidate to make a loud noise and further scare them. Since they are currently quivering at thunder.
Yes, either or would work. You could try to scare them off, which you're not that good at. Or you could roll a stealth, which you're very good at. You get a +6 to your stealth. That's a pretty high number.
You have a... Oh my god, do it. +6 stealth. Do it.
It's out of my hands.
No, it is very much in your hands. Roll it. Please save us. Please. We can't count on the goblin.
Run.
Are you going to hero point that?
Yep.
Okay.
Melia, I'm scared. What does your god teach about dying?
Not much better. As you go to stealth away, they're still following you with their eyeless faces, those teeth bared back, but it doesn't look like they're taking any moves towards you right now. They're intimidated by the loud sound, clearly.
So how far can I move while sneaking? Half my stride speed?
I believe it is that half your stride speed.
I should have done intimidate instead of attack.
Yes! I feel like I was very, very clear on the fact that you could do other things than violence in the entire lead up to this. And then in the end, Violence was chosen.
Where's my movement?
But Melia was being attacked.
Yes, you may stride up to half your speed while doing a sneak.
So that would be 10, right?
I don't know what your speed is.
I think I have a speed 25, and half of that would be 10, because round down.
Are you asking me, or do you know?
I'm asking if half of 25 is 10, because rounding down.
Yes.
Okay, so 5, 10. And that's turn.
Okay. The wolf holds its position. Mandrews, do or die save.
Use a hero point if you have it.
Do you have any hero points, Mandrews?
Trying. There we go.
All right, you use up all of your
I
hero
don't
points.
want.
What are you rolling again for?
I forgot how
Do
hero
not
points work.
listen.
I'm sorry. I have hearing problems. All right, yeah, I'll burn all my hero points.
Yeah, I'll say.
All right, you're good. Wolf 2 just again holds its ground and growls. Shivshank, you look behind you. Decidedly, Teddy is not dead yet. You heard a big thunder crash in the distance. It's a very powerful spell slot was used for a distraction.
Alright, I'm just gonna keep running until I'm off the map.
Shivshank declares fair escape. Ivor declares fair escape. Teddy, you're up.
No longer stealthing. Gonna stride 3 times for 75 movement. I guess that takes me out of the arena.
Yes.
Yep. Full retreat.
Okay. Teddy flees for his life. You guys all escape. Unfortunately, Melia and Mandrews, you are left behind. When the wolves get rid of their fear, it isn't a pleasant end that awaits the cleric or the barbarian. Do you have any final words as you can see the party fleeing?
Just a giant middle finger.
I mean, one would think they wouldn't really be that interested into tearing into Mandrews. He's not flesh.
Exactly.
But he's making noise.
Is he?
Not
now?
anymore.
I was gonna say he's dead. Or he's
Mandrews isn't an android. He is a construct with enough about him that remains to be edible, I believe. Let me double check his ancestry, though, because if I'm wrong on that, then you are right. They might not actually eat him. Let me look.
Automaton, not android.
Yes, and I believe
there shouldn't really be much of
there's an actual
anything.
soul.
Yeah, there's a soul core.
But you don't actually have any meat, which is weird.
No, I don't.
All right, hilariously enough, yeah, I believe Mandrews actually gets to survive.
Oh,
he's got life energy. He's got life energy. He's got soul energy. He has an automaton core infused with planar quintessence. Wolves don't normally eat that. Okay, well, sure. You guys want Mandrews to be alive? Let's run a scene then for Mandrews. Mandrews.
Hi.
You come to dragged into the cavern.
Oh.
The wolves, which are still blind, have brought you back in here for some reason, likely to use as a chew toy or some other unpleasant cause. You're barely clinging to life, and you have 1 hit point.
I'm conscious?
Yes. Do you choose to live the rest of your long life in this den until rescue, in which you are the plaything of these 2 blind mutated wolves, or are you going to try to escape and potentially die doing so?
God damn, just kidding.
You can see
I will survive!
Melia is a half-melted husk that has been presented to the corpse of the big wolf in the middle of the room.
Oh, boy. I'm glad it's 2 corpses.
She is very clearly dead.
All right.
Sorry,
Alright.
Warlock. I feel
It's
like
It's
I'm
fine.
generous enough
It's all
today.
good.
There's only one thing I can really do, and that is use my training as a giant angry robot to intimidate.
This adventure is really unbalanced and bullshit, not gonna lie.
Well, we kind of lost a couple people.
Like half of us, yeah. You're
I did-
half of a party.
I did rebalance this, and this was very much doable without violence. This encounter here.
This has been super cheesed. All right, I'm out of hero points. I got one dice roll left, and I didn't fix my second character sheet. So we gotta do this now or never. I'm going to roar!
Oh, damn.
And
Ow, my
intimidate
ears.
them and scare the wolves deeper into a corner so I can run away.
Yeah, with a nat 20, their new favorite chew story, you get up and you just roar a big angry rage, and then you just go sprinting out of the cavern.
Yay! I haven't heard any bad news yet, so
Eventually,
yeah.
everybody reconvenes just a little bit outside this clearing, wondering where Noala is. Night is beginning to fall in the blighted forest. Nelia has not arrived, but Shivshank, Ivor, Teddy, and Mandrews, you all reconvene with a shiny new level up.
I'm just gonna keep glaring at both of them, but they can't tell because I don't really have an eyebrow, a nose, a mouth.
And if you did, it's all been melted by now.
Oh yeah!
There you go, guys.
Yay!
Let's do your level ups, and then we'll talk in character. We're gonna go on a short break right now, chat. Back in a little bit. And, yeah. Once everyone's done their level up, we will continue for the evening. Beep, boop, bop. Remember, for the Subathon Dotathon, we are only 8 subs away from our goal of Twitch integrated throwing system, or TITS for short. Thank you guys so much for coming. Back in a moment.
my phone, my plug.
What
My
timing?
alarm will go off at 4.
Wow. The person in the background for you just set off my Alexa right as we started, and she decided to tell me what time it was. Thank you. Thank you, Alexa!
She's being helpful.
Yeah. Helping. Hello, everybody. We are back. And just as a reminder, because apparently the ad music was too loud, fucking advertisement right now, too. I cannot catch a break today. We are currently at 292 subs, 8 more subs, and we add tits to the stream. Meaning that you'll be able to throw stuff at me. So if you're pissed off at me, you'll be able to whip. I'm going to put dice on there. I'm going to put all sorts of stuff. But you'll be able to throw a bicycle at my head. And it'll bounce me. It'll bounce me under the table. Who knows? But it'll be fun. That's 8 more subs away before we add that. All right. So, as I mentioned, all of you are back in the deep, polluted, blighted woods. Something is wrong with all of your bodies. You still feel it.
You left me to die.
We didn't have much of a... Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot who I was playing.
We almost went into full Elevore there, huh?
Sorry about that. Yeah, I did. Oh, but I forgot who I was.
Be the leader the party needs.
I pulled an egg. Who am I? What's going on right now?
Is it time for Party Dad?
Yeah. Hey, Chief. I'm sorry. What were we supposed to do? We had these mutated wolves chasing after us. I'm all beat up. I'm bleeding from every hole. Got extra holes. What do you want me to do? I'm sorry. I figured, you're made out of metal. I figured those guys weren't going to eat you. The one I feel bad for is Melia. I think she's going for good.
She is. I can tell you that now. She is. I don't. What did she ever tell you guys what god she worshipped? She's probably with that god right now.
She probably did, but I forgot.
Aurori.
Aurori.
There you go. Thank you.
The heck's an Aurori?
Perfection.
No, really, what's an Aurori, guys? I'm not up with your new little religion.
I'm not a cleric. I don't have to explain anything to you.
Well, anyway, are you all right, you big old bucket of bolts?
I just yelled and I scared them off. I'm gonna... I feel like shit.
They didn't follow you here, did they?
No. It was honestly the roar of my life.
Yeah, I bet.
It had to be.
So I think the next question is, where did our ranger friend go?
Something had to have happened to her worse than what we went through.
Either that or she just abandoned us. Were we set up?
I think if we were set up, somebody would come in right now to finish us off.
Wouldn't take much.
And yet nothing's happening. Therefore, I can only assume we are safe for now.
As you search around the area, getting just kind of reacquainted with each other and making sure that the wolves aren't chasing you, you do come across what appears to be a recently set up campsite. It's much like the pyre that you had seen Noala have before for the big wolf, but smaller. And on it, you can see still front and center in the smoldering coals and ashes, a pair of wolf skeletons. You can roll me all sorts of checks and things, but it's clear Noala was likely here.
Can we tell from, is it still warm? Can we tell if, she might have been here somewhat recently?
Those would be survival or otherwise checks. Anything involving
survival
investigations.
Or otherwise.
Anything involving investigations.
Survival roll!
Yeah, sure.
I don't know shit!
You're not even sure those are fucking wolf bones. Could be
Oh
a
my
jackal.
god, it's Noala! She died in the fire!
Can I do? I'm gonna do a perception on. Well, actually, hang on.
I should have done perception.
Yeah, I'm gonna do perception with Shivshank just to kind of investigate the coals and whatnot a little closer, see if they're warm, that kind of thing.
Please do. Normally, as a note, to remind everybody and my viewers, anytime that I have the party give them the option to make checks, they generally can use different skills than what the books I run state, and I don't mind that. It's just the DCs might be different, and they might get different kinds of information. For instance, Shivshank. Without a survival roll, you're not going to be able to follow any tracks or find where she had gone. But I will give you base information for what you see. You look around and the area seems heavily disturbed. There's bunches of grass and branches that are broken, as if there was a lot of movement in the area. The bones are lukewarm, still warm from the fire, but not too hot that you wouldn't be able to touch them, and they have cracked with the heat, leaking out this weird kind of oily, glowing liquid. In place of what would you think be bone marrow normally. Who knows, maybe that's normal liquid and fluid. Around the area as well, you're able to find a broken arrowhead, half buried in the ground as if it had been stepped on.
Is the arrowhead like old? Does it look like it's been here for a while, or?
No, it looks fresh. In fact, you can recognize it as the arrows from Noala's bow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because there's one of the feathers that she uses to feather the arrows in the ground as well.
Yeah. As far as I can tell, I think she was here not that long ago. I mean, some of these coals are still a little bit warm, and looks like she shot an arrow at some point nearby. I can see this arrowhead over here from her quiver.
To reiterate something, I said arrowhead. You do not see the haft of the arrow. There's the arrowhead, and then a ways away there is a feather that looks like it came off of one of the arrows. But
fletching.
There is a fletching, yes. But to be very clear, there is no intact or broken arrow. Just that head, just that feather.
Got it.
And they're distant apart as well.
Okay.
What is it, Shivshank?
I don't know. I got this arrowhead here, but no arrow shaft. And there's a feather over there, like it might have been from the arrow, but it's just kind of laying over there.
That
they're
sounds like... Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
They're kind of far apart. I don't know what that means. Anybody?
It must have gone through something.
Maybe. I guess. Do I see any evidence of like a burned bit of wood, like a burned arrow shaft? Arrow, is that the word term?
Going on your previous roll of a 22, you search the area. You do not find any arrow shaft or haft. Ranging out a little bit, though, you do find another arrowhead. Again, kind of stomped into the dirt.
Weird.
What? What's weird out there?
I'm not finding the arrow shafts or nothing, but here's another arrowhead, just kind of pounded into the dirt here, like somebody stepped on it.
Is there blood?
You don't see any blood on it.
No, none that I can see.
Is...
So they don't necessarily look like used arrowheads.
I'm gonna see if this is some sort of... Wait, no. Occultism check. If this is some sort of cult magic. I still don't know shit.
You're still not entirely certain that she didn't burn in the pyre.
I miss her already. I don't know. This sounds like magic, but I don't know what it could be. Like, I figure we'll find them all around us, but I'm basing that on
Sorry.
absolute nothing.
Carry on. I've just got to chase the kitty cat away.
Of course. Of course.
Go on. Shoot. You're making illegal sounds.
Is there blood? And there's no blood anywhere, Shiv?
I didn't say that. Just he didn't see any with the rolls he's made.
I don't see no blood. Do you see any? I mean, do you got eyes in that bucket of bolts you got over there?
I got one, but I've been looking to see if there's who's in this fire. I don't know who this is.
How about you, Teddy? You see any blood?
Well, look, let me know when your character's ready, and I'll tee you up at any time, okay?
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out like what weapon a witch uses.
I'm on page 3 of 4.
3 or 4. How many skill checks are we allowed to do? Just as many as we want.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Hey DM, could I ask you to roll me my perception? Well, since
Of course.
thank you.
I just rolled mine. Looking for blood.
The two of you hunt around looking for any blood, and you do not see any anywhere, actually.
What? Fuck. What the fuck, man? Shiv, there's no blood anywhere. What does this mean?
Well, that's definitely unusual. I don't know what it means, but it's weird.
I'm getting the heebiest fucking jeebies right now. But you need to heal and rest, don't you?
I think we could all use to be patched up a little bit. I don't know which one of you is best at bandaging wounds and so on, but might be nice to get patched up before we go to bed. Yeah.
Technically, Ivor is now.
Oh, Ivor, right.
The quiet one.
The guy who's failed it every single time.
That would be me. Okay.
The other healer just died.
Right. I knew that. Well, I could start trying to do medicine rolls, I guess.
Yeah, let's do that. If we're gonna spend the night here, we need to at least stand a fighting chance. I'll take most of the night watch.
All right, let me get the treat wounds up here. Hang on.
Okay, and you guys are done rolling skill checks on this area?
I'm thinking. Yeah. I'm finished. If my perception didn't get it.
Who says it didn't? Maybe there was just nothing else to find. At least with that skill check. You don't all have to do the same skill check. I've said that there are many other things that you can do.
Alright, I'm gonna look at the clumps of grass and stuff and see if I can discern anything unusual about it. With my nature check!
This area has been clearly very heavily disturbed. The grass here seems kind of tainted. Again, just as if it was all this ugly, blighted color and such.
Ivor's going to search around and do a survival check to see if he can see any tracks.
Sure.
And to see also if he can determine if there is any blood spatters or anything, to see if we could determine if there was some kind of fight or whatever in this
Of course.
camp.
Mandrews, one thing that you note is that all of the arrowheads that are stomped into the ground are all pointing, before they were picked up, all pointing in the same direction. They were all facing north.
Oh.
Ivor, with the reroll, it is very clear that there was a very heavy fight and a scuffle here. It looks like Noala was taken by surprise by at least 6 other humanoid creatures, all which must have been pretty muscular with how they trampled everything. The broken branches and such were Noella struggling as she was being carried off. It's very clear she's leaving a trail of arrowheads to try to get you pointed in the right direction to be able to track after her.
Oh, we're geniuses.
She was very much, it looks like kidnapped a few hours ago. It would have been while you were unconscious. And trailing all of the fighting, it actually looks like where she got jumped is when she saved Teddy and shot the arrow. But before she was able to make it to you guys or do any helping, you can see she got jumped leading into that clearing, dragged out to here fighting the whole way, trying to escape, and then finally cornered and carried off. The fact that there's no blood around is because the plants are drinking the blood.
Oh, God! They drink what?
I don't know why you'd be surprised by that. You literally fought blood-drinking plants a few hours ago and nearly died to them. But yes, the grass here between Mandrews and Ivor is unnatural. It is blighted. It is sickened. And it is clearly, as you guys suddenly put two and two together, related with that vial Shivshank took.
First the bushes, now it's the grass that's trying to kill us. What's next? The air? The water?
You'll have to make a few more checks on the actual vial that Shivshank has to be able to get more information out of it, but it's clear that it's related.
Shiv, what did you get from the den?
I just took a vial of water from that pool in there. It's just like oily, gross-looking stuff.
Take a look at it.
You want to take a look at it? Here you go.
Sure, I want to take a look at it.
Yeah, you guys do.
Then I will roll a perception check.
Not gonna. Hey.
Whoa.
Sorry, Cat.
Sorry.
Not gonna help you. Not gonna help you as much as a crafting, a nature, or an occultism would.
Oh, they're all +1 for me. Lol. My perception is plus.
You can roll a perception, and you'll get like another physical description of it. But it's not gonna get you like any scientific what's going on here stuff.
Here, give that back to me, dear friend. Let me see if I can take a look for you. Oh, well, all right.
Let's take a look. What did I learn?
Actually, you tied the DC. Crafting was easiest.
Hooray!
This water is tainted by something unnatural and intentionally. The chemicals involved are mutagenic in nature, causing those who drink it to change, often at a terrible price. You quickly compare vials, and it's very likely that this is the crap that you were made to drink while you were unconscious.
Ah, fuck.
Meaning,
you're not gonna like this, Shivshank.
The last thing that you get with that crafting is that someone has very clearly engineered this water, this liquid, and this contingent to mimic the effects of the plague in the past.
Oh my god. Shiv, you're not gonna believe this.
It was aliens.
Almost. It's someone who wants us to think that things are happening again. But no, someone is doing all of this on purpose. They have gone to great lengths to replicate the great travesty of the past and have forced us to undergo it.
So what you're telling me is we don't actually have that plague?
I'm saying someone has messed with our very essence. But it's pretty bad, yeah. We're like the grass now.
You're more like patient zero.
Oh, God, that's even worse. But I don't think that analogy exists in this world. We are the source. So yeah, we're just toxic factories now. Any questions?
Yeah, I got a lot. Like,
Me too.
how do we counteract the symptoms that we got? I mean, even if we don't really have the plague, I mean, I'm still vomiting up acid or something.
I can only guess that there is some way to reverse engineer it with crafting, I guess. Or magic. I don't know. I don't fucking believe in magic. But there'll be a way. We just have to go north. After we, heal up because we might die or something. I don't know, man. I'm just a robot with no mouth who just watched somebody's face melt. I'm just trying to keep it together. That was my friend back there. I never
Well,
wanted
maybe once we're patched up, we can go back and reclaim her remains so that we can lay them to rest properly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I didn't want to leave her, but I didn't really see much of a choice.
Same.
Why was she so ahead of everyone anyway?
Because she loved us. Don't you understand? Love isn't something you can find in your books, mages. Love is... Wait, no, I don't know what an emotion is either. It's something the goblet can explain.
What are you talking about, you giant can?
I'm not a can. I'm over 4,000 years old. I'm an automaton.
You're a 4,000-year-old can.
I need to get my clothes ready.
I guess they don't teach history in schools anymore. But let's treat wounds. Ivor, is there anything you can do for us?
Oh yeah, that's me. That's me. Yeah, everybody. Oh, that's not Shipshack. I am so confused tonight, guys. Sorry.
It's okay,
yeah.
Ivor.
We're all very eepy.
Let everybody line up. I'll start doing treat wounds checks here.
All right, I should
You're
go first
also-
since I'm taking night watch.
Yeah, you're also going to want to decide your watch order.
All right.
I'll take most of the night. I just need 2 hours of my own.
All right, let me see. Let's start. Who wants
It's
to
a
go
good
first?
deal. I literally just made my argument that I will do all of night watch except for 2 hours. So I'm pretty sure that would be a good idea.
My question was referring to who wants to be treated first.
Jesus. He rolls really great when he's not here.
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
That's something, huh?
Does this mean I can take off the dying?
Well, your dying should have already been gone, but wounded is what you can take off.
No, my dying was still there.
Okay? You should
There you
take
go.
it off when you stabilize. Dying goes away, and instead you get wounded.
Gotcha.
Now wounded should be gone as well, though.
Yep. Thank you, Ivor. You are
All right.
truly our most helpful asset.
All right, let's try Shipshank next. That's a failure, of course. Okay, let's try Teddy. Success. All right.
Teddy.
And then Ivor will try to patch himself up. Oops, oh, I hit that twice, I think. Sorry. Or what the hell happened there?
That's a question.
You might have been targeting 2 people by accident.
Oh. Okay. Can I accept that 22? Or
I always go with the top one.
did it? Will it?
The last one that I saw was an 8 and then a 22. So who was the 8 on?
Well, okay. Then it fails on Ivor.
Unfortunately.
All right. That's it.
I'll take night watch. You
Yeah,
guys should rest up. Make sure you stay out of the grass. Please, for the love of God, stay out of the grass.
Yeah, okay. If you say so. I mean, we're in a forest, Chief, so there's grass everywhere.
It's drinking blood.
Well, thank goodness you don't got none.
Well, that's why I'm worried for you, flesh bag.
The
right.
plants were sucking your lubricant, by the way.
Oh my God!
That's odd.
All right.
Okay, so that's it then.
Andrews, during your watch, what do you do? What do you get up to?
I'm just gonna sit and think about Melia. It really, watching them get devoured by these wolves, my inability to save her.
Yeah, sure. Let me go into detail. So what they did is they actually just kept drooling and vomiting on her until she kind of melted down into mostly a liquid slurry. And then after eating whatever parts of her were still hard, the rest of it, they kind of deposited around the carcass of the wolf in the middle.
It sounds like some sort of sick ritual. But who am I to attribute such human feats to animals, even if they're mutated? That would be, inferring too much, and that could be dangerous.
What are you doing now? Your watch is over? You're tired? You gotta power down.
I know, I'm gonna wake up Teddy.
Sure, describe how you do so. And Teddy, you're greeted to the horrifying sight of Mandrews to start.
It's a nice purple light with a nice little 2-finger poke. Hey, come on, it's just 2 hours. You can do it. Come on. Don't be like that. Come on.
Teddy does not respond.
God damn it, I was muted.
Oh. Carry on,
I was saying Teddy gets up no problem. Sorry, my mom keeps jumping in and out of my room to talk to me about things, and then...
That's alright, we've heard a few times. Teddy, roll me a fortitude save.
Oh boy.
For no
I'm
reason.
actually good at those now.
No reason. Just for funsies.
You, as you're getting up, you note that there is a lot of hair on your pillow. Not enough to, panic yet, but definitely more than the average amount when you, normally wake up and you leave a few hairs behind on your pillow. Definitely amount that you're like, maybe I might want to look into that. Not like, oh god, I'm gonna go bald in a week, though.
I'm losing hair.
I don't have hair. Welcome to the club. We can wear the same hats. I know.
Teddy's gonna put his hood up.
Okay. What do you do to keep yourself busy on your watch, Teddy?
Passively write in my journal while watching.
Sure. Shivshank, as you wake up, I need a fortitude save, please.
Yeah, boy.
A few of your teeth feel loose, and as you reach up to just check, or you bite into the first meal of the day, 2 of them snap just out of your mouth.
Oh god, that's sending a shiver down my spine just thinking of it.
Yeah. You swallow one of them like a chicken.
Oh, ooh. Could I have Ivor do a medicine check to see if there's anything that he knows of that might counteract what's going on?
Yeah, sure.
We have to seek the help of the legendary fifth dentist.
Are we up at this point, or is it the morning?
Yeah, everybody's up apart from the automaton.
All right. I think if you give us a long rest, it'll give us a little bit of healing, like the overnight healing.
Oh, I will be.
Oh, okay.
I have to wait for Andrews as well.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I'm going to do this medicine check. Ooh, look at that. Not 20.
No. There is nothing Ivor knows that will slow this. There is nothing Ivor knows that will save you. This was a regional plague that no one knows how it started. Everyone blames an alchemist for it. Where no cure was discovered in the end. No way to slow it, no way to stop it. It killed a lot of people.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Ivor knows, however, that because this is a manufactured plague, it is not the original, that whoever made it likely developed a way so this way they themselves didn't catch it. Meaning, finding and tracking down whoever did this to you really is going to be your best option to get cured.
Sounds like we're on a ticking time clock.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. Okay. In the morning, Ivor will also try to treat wounds again on himself and, well, who needs it? Let's see. I guess
I need a fortitude
Mandrews.
save from him.
From Ivor?
Yes, please.
Okay. Oh, no.
Ivor's fingers...
You know what? I will hero point that.
Okay, probably a good idea. I was gonna have some of his fingernails just rip off.
No.
Not much better.
Well,
His
not much
fingers are blackened and numb, but still functional.
Oh, good. All right. Well, now that he's got blackened, numb fingertips, I'm going to have him try to heal us some more. So let's start with Mandrews.
Aw.
That's a failure. Let's try Shivshank. That's a failure. Let's try himself. That's a success. That's a success.
It's good he needed
All right.
it too.
That's something. Yes, he did. Shivshank's still not looking too great, and neither is Mandrews, but...
Speaking of Andrews, as he wakes up,
What?
there's everybody's healing.
Yeah.
And Mandrews, fortitude save.
Oh, shit. I'm terrified. Oh, no.
You're bleeding.
What do you mean? I don't have blood.
And yet, you are bleeding. And it is blood. You are bleeding from your joints.
My what?
You have not bled in several thousand years, I imagine.
No.
You shouldn't have blood. That should be impossible.
Yes.
Ivor, with his previous medicine check, I'm going to go ahead and just assume that he checks on most everybody, and I'm going to take that nat 20 because I'm a generous soul. Ivor is able to tell that inside of Mandrews, directly on his upper right shoulder, there is a pustule growing. It pulses as if it were the womb of some ugly, hideous creature within. Congratulations, you're pregnant.
I'm pregnant and I'm bleeding.
Yes, you're bleeding from your pustule that's growing inside your armor plate.
Was making a pun. Can I just destroy it?
It is inside your armor. You would have to tear off part of what is your flesh in order to get to it.
Damn it!
It's like a tumor.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick while you guys talk about your new predicament. But everyone should note as well, Ivor points out, it's very strange that you all have these unique different symptoms, which also means, again, it's not likely the same plague as it was before, meaning that if you guys had a sufficient alchemist in your own group, you could probably cure it yourselves. Or if you found one, he doesn't even need to be the one who created this disease, as long as they're good enough. Alright, I'll be back. Be good.
No.
I sure do wish we had an alchemist in our party, or someone who was good enough.
Damn, that's crazy.
Wait wait a second.
Oh.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying no.
Oh. Okay.
I already spent enough time looking at Witch. I'm not looking at Alchemist.
I played Alchemist a while ago. It's fun, but it's very you almost
Resource-
need a what's that?
Resource heavy.
Yeah, and I almost felt like I needed like a spreadsheet or something. It was like just trying to keep track of components and how many of which type of which type of alchemy crap you were carrying around. It was a mess.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I can get a 1,000 foot range level 1 spell.
Nice.
Signal Skyrocket.
Oh, that you just shoot a flare in the air, I bet.
And it does D10 sonic damage.
Sounds neato torpedo.
Actually, it also
Ugh.
blinds and does double damage on a critical failure.
Oh.
I just can't believe I'm pregnant.
At least you could be pregnant. Could be that.
Oh, I don't want to be pregnant. That's the worst one. That's when your balls still itch.
No, that's when you die after giving birth.
What? No! No way.
We
Oh, Jesus.
he got nothing to do with this.
So I think we're probably going to have to go to the north to try to track down where Noala went. Looks like whoever jumped her went that way.
Well, looks like I'm taking Burning Hands. No, wait. That might kill people. Okay.
Alright, it's time. Y'all ain't ready for this. Don't watch it with the sound on. But yeah, we're just gonna have to figure this out.
Let me help you there, friend.
Huh? It just looks so silly. So silly. So, oh, Shivshank, didn't you figure out how many of them there were?
6.
Looked like there was about 6 of them. Pretty big guys from what I could tell.
Ah, shit. I'm going to be outnumbered. I can take 3, but I don't know how the rest of you guys can fare.
I mean, depends on the circumstances, I guess.
I can take 3, says the guy who's been consistently on the ground every fight.
Still, I appreciate the confidence, you know?
I didn't say I'd do it to survive. Ugh.
Well, unless somebody else has a better idea, I say we go north.
Warlock, are you able to be introduced now, or are you still waiting?
I believe I am ready.
Okay. So, you begin heading to the north.
Yes.
If you hope to arrive following your prey, as you begin remembering and realizing Noala had said that there was a much larger blight to the north of town. It's going in the same direction that she had planned on traveling before. meaning you're not able to take any exploration actions aside than movement. That includes stopping to treat anybody's wounds at all throughout this trip.
We can or cannot?
Cannot. Otherwise, you will arrive and be traveling for a portion in the dark, likely.
We should travel in the daytime.
In addition, Noala was clearly taken by force. Who knows how long she has?
Ah, shit. There's always that.
I'd like everyone to roll me a survival as you follow her trail. This is a group check, so I will be tracking the failures and successes.
Raw skill check or anything in particular?
Survival.
Ah.
Thankfully, because you figured out the arrowhead trick, the arrowheads lead you to a bag hidden in some sickly, dying bit of brush. Inside the bag are 4 potion bottles. 2 are a deep red color. The other 2 are this weird brown color and have specks of something floating in them.
Are they bright specks or dark specks?
Dark specks.
Damn it, it's never bright specks. Well, should we do it, guys?
Who wants them? I'll add them to the party sheet because it sounds like that'll benefit.
Can we attempt to identify which sorts of potions these are?
Of course, go ahead.
How about a crafting check?
That would work. And which ones are you doing? The brown or the reds?
The browns.
Yeah, I want the browns. Ugh.
You can't tell.
You know what? Hang on.
Oh, a hero point. We are reaching the end of the session, so spend them if you got them, I guess.
That's
better.
These are potions of bark skin.
Oh, potions of bark skin.
Potions of bark skin?
Okay.
The bark skin?
I have a feeling I already know what the red ones are, but I guess we'll try those as well. Do you want a separate roll for that?
Yes, please.
Oh, come on.
You know what? I will expand this potion.
All right, here we go.
There's a lot of red potions out there.
I bet
Be
they're
poison.
These are, as expected, though, lesser healing potions.
Yep. All right.
So what do we have in the bag, Shiv?
Looks like we got a couple of healing potions and a couple of these bark skin potions. I think it makes your skin kind of hard and harder to hit, you know?
Well, since I got skin, I might as well make it harder to hit. Give me one of those.
Yeah, yep, sure. We could hand these out, whoever wants them.
Sounds like a move to me. Oops. Oh. I didn't do the add item right. We can keep going. I'll figure it out.
Shift
Probably.
and click the box beside the items in the party sheet.
Oh, the party sheet. I forgot that.
And put them in your inventory and then equip them.
Wait. Inventory.
Alas, I have now made a ranged... a
Meanwhile-
rakus, if you will.
Meanwhile, the rest of you. You only arrive with an hour of daylight remaining. As you begin reaching into the area where it has to be, as the blight is getting thicker and thicker. Do you carry on with this hour of daylight left?
I would recommend maybe we do do a camp and then go in the daylight. I don't think I want to go in there in the dark time.
8 more hours of Noella being captive.
Even torturers got to sleep, right?
Do those wolves sleep?
I didn't stick around to find out, but probably.
So you guys resting?
I vote we wait for daylight.
Might as well.
Daylight.
I think Shivshank and I are the only ones that see at night.
We're the only ones. What? Sorry.
I think we're the only ones that can see in the dark.
That's all of us.
I don't know what you can see.
Low light.
Mr. Robot.
Ivor also has low light, but still, I don't. Do you guys want to go charging in there in the dark?
Oh no. Well, wait. Yes, that's a great time to catch him off guard.
First of all, who do we want to give these lesser healing potions to before we lose track of that?
I'm all patched up.
I could probably use some later, but I don't want to take everything.
I mean, Shivshank and
We should give it to the medicine guy.
Ivor?
Yeah, so he can use them to do medicine. Right? Isn't that how you fleshies work?
I mean, anyone can just drink a potion. It doesn't take any special skill.
Listen, it just made sense. Give the healing stuff to the healing guy.
All right. Does anyone have any preference?
Nope. I'm going to be staying in the back.
Of course you are.
Listen, we need someone with range capabilities. And I am he, considering I just got something that'll be really helpful to us.
So if you guys are going to camp out, we'll probably wrap up tonight, like soon. So that's why I can run your sleeping and random encounters, see if there are any next time. So before going to bed, everybody does have time to do some roleplay. Why don't you guys do that for a little bit? Or I can wrap us up right now after you guys get those potions added to your inventory, whoever's taking them.
I want to meet the new character. We need a cliffhanger.
Currently, the cliffhanger is who's going to take those fucking potions.
I took mine.
I'm gonna take one for Shivshank.
Okay, and then there's one left. There's one left in the bag still.
Why don't you take one, Teddy?
All right, are we doing any sort of roleplay, or should I wrap up now for the eve?
I mean, at this point, I don't really think that there's much to do. The only thing that Shivshank would like to do, either before going to bed or maybe in the morning, I think I need to start gathering bits and bobs to make some of these traps. Some of them are just require like sticks and things. So at some point, let me know what you want me to roll for that, and I can do that.
I'll say that it's pretty easy just to find that, unless there's anything complex that you really think you should roll for.
The only thing I would need, and I think somebody had them. I forget who. I got the formula for a caltrops trap. So.
Oh, nice.
Somebody has caltrops. I can turn it into a trap.
Again, I need someone to take that healing potion.
I'll take it.
Okay, take it off the party sheet. Put it in your inventory.
Party sheet.
All right. Warlock, did you want to intro your character now or next time?
We can do it next time.
All right. In that case, the cliffhanger is a lady stumbles into your camp. Is she hot? Is she not?
Where is it?
Who knows? The lady?
I can't find the thing.
It's in the party sheet under the inventory tab.
Oh, inventory, right.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming. I'm very tired, so I'm going right to bed after this. We are going to be rating another great content creator, so please stay tuned. I will be streaming the D&D Marathon game tomorrow, which is like this game, but more organized. Kind of. Yeah, good night, guys. But yeah, we're gonna rate another great content creator. Remember, we are 8 subscriptions away from getting tits on the stream, and then you'll be able to throw shit at me, which is always super fun. So if you're interested, toss a few subs my way. Let me know that you like the kind of content that I do, and maybe I'll get more sleep in the future.
You hear that? We're getting tits soon. Female river PNG is gonna be rigged.
I wish that could be one of the rewards eventually. All right, that said, good night, guys.
Yes.
Bye, farewell, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.